Do I need to change the title because you lot can't get the 777 out of your brains? There's no clickbait. People are just too obsessed. Right, let me change it. Right, there we go. I've changed the title. Good. I'm going to ban the word 777 in my chat at this rate. I swear to God. Right, give me a sec. I'll be with you in just a mo, folks. Right. Hello, all. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. How we doing? Are you all good, folks? Good to see you all. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. I'm not going to lie. I'm so excited for what we've got planned. I'm actually so stoked. Today's going to be different, but good fun. Hope we're all having a good day so far, whatever we've all been up to. Had another good day at work, busy day at work. I'm less frazzled today, you'll be happy to know. And now we're live for the evening once again. Oh, I forgot to update in the thingamajiggy in my Discord that we're actually streaming on Friday now. It's fine, it's all good. It's all good. Cool. Good evening, back on Sim Update 14 for you, Sim Update 15 stability issues. Oh, I've had one CTD, but yeah, hopefully I don't get another one. You prefer frazzled, Chewy, do you now? What is that? Hey, 7-8! 60 months, it's half a decade. There we go. That's a way to get things going. Thank you very much, mate. Hello, YouTubers as well. Good evening. We got both Twitch and YouTube in today. Thank you very much. 787 Flyer. There is the mask. Lots of love to you. Half a decade. 60 months. Thank you very, 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 very much indeed, my dude. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. I have a very specific issue with the PMDG. Oh, okay. All right. Wait, so on one specific runway at one specific airport? Well, then surely why don't you just avoid that one specific runway at that one specific airport until it's fixed? Okay. Yeah, I had a CTD in this thing last week, but it's only on the second flight, so yes. But good evening all. Hello, welcome. Good to see you all. Thanks all for tuning in, taking time out of your Tuesday. I've changed the title of the stream now. Yeah, we actually planned this on yesterday's live stream. And when we kind of came up with the idea of it, I was just in for it. I was like, right, that is absolutely what we're doing on tomorrow's stream. So we've got a triple flight on the cars today. And we're going to fly different aircraft for each flight. And we're going to make it a bit of an adventure. So we're going on a trip to Mount Everest today. So the basic plan, if you missed the announcement on my Discord server, is, as I say, a triple flight. So we're going to kick off things here. We're in Bangladesh at the moment. We're at Dhaka. And so we're going to be operating a Biman Bangladesh flight from Dhaka to Nepal to Kathmandu today as Bangladesh 371. That's what we're going to do to start things off, okay? So we're starting off in Bangladesh, and then we're going to head into Nepal with an approach to Kathmandu. I've not flown to Kathmandu for ages, but there's some nice freeware scenery there, and it's obviously a pretty ridiculous approach. So we're going to start that. Then, after we do that flight in the 737, we're going to switch up to the Cessna 208 Caravan, which I've not flown in God knows how long. And we're going to fly out of Kathmandu to Lukla, the famous Lukla, with the ridiculously sloped runway, because we've got some new Aerosoft Lime Sim scenery for Lukla. And then after that, we're going to switch to a helicopter. We're going to switch to the Cowan Sim H125 heli and fly out of Lukla in the heli to the base camp for Mount Everest. So we're pretty much, almost doing some sort of like a trip, an adventure, as I've called it, to Mount Everest today, with 3 separate aircraft and 3 separate flights. So I hope that sounds like fun. I feel like not many people would probably tune in if I was just doing the Cessna 208 Caravan and the helicopter. So I wanted to start it off and get the stream kicked off with an airliner flight. So we're in the 737 to get us going. So yeah. Yeah, I know, that's it. I'm like 757 spy. Although we're doing kind of like back to back in terms of the places that we're going. So yeah. So it should be good. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting because trying to like switch things up. I'll admit, I've got an issue in the sim at the moment where when I like go back to the main menu, my sim crashes sometimes, and I don't know why. So what we're most likely going to have to do is use dev mode to just load in the next aircraft. But what I'll most likely try and do is do it off stream, so like you guys don't see it. So we'll do the first flight, park up into Kathmandu, and then we'll go and switch the aircraft quickly and try and get ourselves sorted with that. So it should be a good laugh. It should be a good fun. I am going to do the first flight on VATSIM, but then I'm going to log off after that. Okay. I'm going to log off after that just because I want to change. Well, I might change the weather when we get towards Lukla, just for the specific reasoning that at the moment it's just covered in snow and the airport is just like, it's just baked in snow. You can't see anything. It doesn't look great. So what we'll most likely do is we'll obviously fly VATSIM, we'll fly real world weather for the first flight, and then we'll do most of the second flight with live weather. But I don't know, maybe when we're at like top of descent or something like that into Lukla, we'll turn off live weather and you'll just get a much better kind of visualization of the scenery. Then it'll be a lot better. And then we'll stay off live weather for the flight to Mount Everest base camp. But yeah, I've got scenery installed for all of it. So it should be quite good fun. I'm looking for all of it. Yeah, we're not doing a 737 into Lukla today. We're not doing a 737. So just to recap, we're going to do the first flight, 737, out of Dhaka in Bangladesh to Kathmandu. Then we're going to switch out of the 737, Cessna 208 Caravan from Kathmandu to Lukla. And then we're going to switch again and take the H125 helicopter from Lukla to Mount Everest base camp. That is our plan for this evening. I hope that sounds like a good plan. It's something different at least. It's not just the I don't know, EasyJet rotation out of Gatwick or something, is it? It's somewhere a little bit different and something a little bit different. So I hope you all enjoy. Let's get going. Let's get started, shall we? Let's get the day kicked off. There we go. Good evening, everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I'm not doing MSFS multiplayer for Lukla. I know it might be a laugh, but I actually want to do the flights without like 747s. Land on top of Everest. I have tried it, because I wanted to make sure. I actually installed the Mount Everest scenery a little while ago, and I tried it in the H125 helicopter, and you can get to about 22,000 feet, and then it can't go any higher. So yeah, but it's good fun. We've got Lamborghini here as well. Hello, coming in. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome everybody on both Twitch and YouTube as well. Hello, dear friends. What's also cool is that we've got some ATC Dakar controls logged on. So there we go. We love to see it. But welcome into the sim. We are down on the ground in the PMDG 737. And what's cool is that this exact reg did this very flight today. Sierra 2 Alpha Foxtrot Lima in this very registration. There we go. 23rd of April. Dakar to Kathmandu. It should be about an hour and 15 or so minute flight time today. We've got a monstrous headwind, but it's fine. That's the aircraft that we're flying today. I quite like the livery. I think it's quite cool, actually. And the scenery, this is one of the most underrated sceneries in Microsoft Flight Sim. Genuinely, it's that good. This is the final approach. Yeah, I can't remember if it's final approach design or final approach scenery. I can't remember, but it's final approach Dhaka VGHS. And it's awesome. It's genuinely one of the most solid sceneries we've got. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got custom everything. The quality of the modeling and the texturing is awesome. The performance is awesome. They've got great interior. The lighting is awesome. The apron looks amazing. Look at all the detail that they've gone into with the cargo area. Honestly, this is... I mean, I've only flown out of here maybe once or twice, and it's genuinely one of my favourite sceneries in MSFS. So a big shout out to Final Approach for their Dakar scenery. You know, if we had this level of quality scenery in lots of other cool places, we'd be sorted. So yeah, really great scenery. As you can see, the weather's a little bit hazy today, touch hazy, and I can see that Max already logged on over there. Looks like he's going to be flying the 787 today, so we'll have some company on our trip. So yeah, currently plane spotting. Oh, nice, very good, very good. Is that the Mr. X plane dev? I don't know, but I think it's Final Approach something. I can't remember what it is. Wait, let me go. Can I go and see if I can have a look? Oh, what am I doing? Let's go and have a look. So if I go into airports, Bangladesh. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, sorry. It's Final Approach Design Simulations. I mean, I don't like their name. Final Approach Design Simulations. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? But there you go. That's the one. Always hazy around here. Yeah, it's an interesting place. But it should be good. So, let's go and get this first flight kicked off. I thought we'd get the day started with an airliner flight. Yeah, it should be a nice one, this. I've set it to early morning in the sim. So, it's like, you know, midnight UTC time. So, it's early morning Bangladesh time for this flight today. And then we can enjoy. Right, let's go and have a look. What do we need to do? Let's go and get the window heats on here. And I don't think there's I'll turn the seatbelt signs off as well right now. And then we're fine on the overhead. I tell you what. Let's go and get GSX going, and then we'll set up everything else. Let's get the flight loaded in. So electronic flight bag. Request the data from there. And then I'll go and get the... I forgot to plug in my CDU today like an idiot. But it's fine. I'll go and request the fuel truck. Oh, and it's in pounds. Where is it? MDG aircraft displays, kilograms. So let's go and head into the FMC on here. Go route, do a flight plan request, and then we should be able to set the payload and get GSX going as well. Welcome everybody coming in on YouTube. Hello, hello. What scenery am I using for VNKT? It's all freeware. Request boarding. There we go. It's all freeware. It's the most recent freeware scenery on flightsim.to. So the only payware scenery today is this scenery for Dakar. God, look at it. It just looks awesome. And the Lime Sim published by Aerosoft Lukla. Kathmandu and all the Mount Everest stuff is all freeware. So yeah, you're gonna like this stream. I plan to make. Oh really? Oh, there you go, Chloe. Nice. Very good. Right, so that should be good. And then the block fuel is 8.6 today. Can we just confirm that on our flight plan? Let's have a look. Yeah, 8.6. So if I go back into FS Actions, ground services, and into here and go 8.6. Then we can start fueling through this. Good. Right. So whilst that's doing its thing, we're going to set up some more with the aircraft. Get some things going here. Do you have the Twin Otter? I do, but I've not updated it for ages. And I was debating doing the Twin Otter today, actually. But I thought I'd do the Cessna 208 Caravan. Simply because I've not flown that thing, well, probably since the original days of MSFS first coming out. It's been a long, long time. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Why not give that a go? So 126.7 is the frequency we're going to want today for Dakar control. Love to see it. Black Square or the G1000 Caravan? It's literally just the default one that's in the sim. So, yeah. You don't use GSX to fuel or call the GPU? No, not normally, mate. No. PMDG's got their own fuel thing, which actually fuels the aircraft, right? I don't think GSX does. But PMDG have got their own fuel truck thing, which actually does it. So, yeah. Alexander on YouTube says, for one reason or another, Twitch is not working for me, so having you on YouTube. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're streaming on both platforms now. Streaming on both. It should be good. Welcome, everybody coming in. Hello, 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 my dear friends. How are we all? Wait, GSX fuels yours? Oh, does it? How does it know what number to take it to, though? Well, maybe I'll have to start doing it. Right, okay, good. So, oh, the Simbury flight plan. Oh, all right, I might need to explore that. Right, we're set up in here. Let's go and have a look at the flight plan. Let's go and highlight some things with our first of 3 routes today. So, we are BG371 on today, the 23rd of April. Again, from Dhaka to Kathmandu. 737-800 Sierra 2 Alpha Fox Lima. Zero fuel weight today is 58.6. Takeoff weight about 67 tons, landing at about 63.3. Cost index I've gone with 30. We're cruising at flight level 360. 1 hour and 16-minute flight time. We've got disgusting winds. We've got about 70 knot headwind on this. What can you do? About 1 hour and 16-minute flight time. I've taken a little bit of extra fuel just because you can never be too careful in Kathmandu. It's always an interesting place. So we've got, yeah, 8.6 tons coming on board today. We're expecting runway 14 departure out via Idlox. So I've got an Idlox 1 Alpha in. And then a Romeo arrival for runway 02 at Kathmandu today. Get us going. So, yeah. Right. So, that's all fine. Let's go and have a look at the weather here, shall we? So if we go and have a look at the departure METAR. So the wind's 190 degrees, 8 knots, so that makes sense with a 1-4 departure. 4,000 meters viz with haze, no significant cloud. God, the temperature is 31 degrees centigrade. Yuck. Dew point 25, QNH is showing as 1004, which the sim agrees with. I assume GSX you've been in the flight plan from the FB. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'll remember that for next time. What format is the sim brief profile in? That's just default. That's just the Lido one. That's just the Lido format. Yeah. 31 and it's middle of the night. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely wild. Yeah, again, we're not flying on real time today. I thought I'd set it to like early morning. It looks awesome. So yeah. Chewie, this plane makes me think you're into a hypochondriac. What do you mean? Good. So fuel's coming in. What we'll do is we'll leave that on this page, and then we'll go and get going into here. So route request, get that sim brief thing, and then go and get the actual route programmed in here. Look at how dirty the FMC is. I mean, it's pretty standard, isn't it? Pretty standard. I'm really struggling with FSLTL, losing 15 to 20 FPS on average on VATSIM with only a few injected aircraft. Are there any alternatives that you know of? There's actually a really great texture optimizer software. MSFS AI texture optimizer. Is this it? Yes. It might seem a little bit confusing, Roderick, but this is really great. This will lead you through what you need to do. This texture optimizer basically means that you can control what textures your AI traffic is in. So if you want all of your liveries to only be 2K texture res, you can set that. The problem with FSLTL is that even though FSLTL is great, it's a free resource and it's very easy to install, they've not done a tremendous amount of work to optimize some of their models and liveries. So, like, there are some which will literally be like 8K liveries, which is ridiculous for an AI traffic. So, yeah, using that AI thing. I'll post it in Twitch chat as well, if you guys haven't seen it before. But that's what I use. I can't remember what the file size difference was for me when I first did it, but I mean, it's crazy. Right, so 1-4 for departure, and we'll activate and execute that. Good. When you import your flight plan on the FMC, it gives you a choice of SimBrief or PMDG. Does PMDG import from the EFB while SimBrief directly from SimBrief? No, I think when it just gives the PMDG one, I think that's if you just save like the file, like manually save the file. Yeah, there you go, Billy. It's really good. Yeah, it's really, really helpful. Information Charlie. Right, we're going to have a look at that in a moment. Actually, we'll probably go and get our clearance now. So Information Charlie on 1004 we've got. Good. And we are on... No, FSLTL is way more than 5 gigabytes. Way more. I think my FSLTL now is 5 gigabytes. No, mine's 13.9. If your FSLTL is only 5 gigabytes once installed, you've not got a lot in there. Mine reduced now is 13.9. I think it was about 38 gigabytes beforehand. Yeah, it was above 30 gigabytes, but with that texture optimizer, mine's below 14 now. Which might not sound like a lot, but it makes a big difference. And then I've also got the Just Flight one as well. Which for some reason I now can't find. Just Flight Air Traffic Fleet. Yeah, that's another 8 gigabytes, and that was, I think, was above 16. So yeah, yeah. It's a 5 gigabyte compressed download, uncompressed about 30 to 40 gigs of storage. Yeah, well, you just saw mine. So if it's uncompressed at 30 to 40 gigabytes, I've done that texture optimizer, and my FSLTL traffic base is now 13.9. So it's a lot better. Your streamer chat on YouTube makes me think Chewie has lost his mind. I do try and point out if it's a YouTube comment, but sometimes I forget. So yeah. Incarnate, hello, good to see you. Yours is 37.8. Yeah, there you go. So I've literally saved like 20 gigabytes. And all of my textures are 2K. You know. Dhaka Control, good evening. Bangladesh 371 737 with information. Charlie on board. Request clearance, please, to Kathmandu. Sorry about the Discord sound.
C71, very good evening, clear to Kathmandu. Correction. It looks 1 Alpha departure, runway 14, initially level 150 and squawk 4755.
It locks 1 Alpha departure, runway 14, initial climb, flight level 150, squawk 4755, Bangladesh 371.
C71 corrected by 34% start.
Okay, thank you. I wonder if it works on AIG. Yeah, it will do. It will do. I've done it on FS Traffic by Just Fly. I've done it on FSLTL. I didn't even use AIG, to be honest, but yeah. Where can I get this texture optimizer? I just linked it. Let me link it again. It's a bit of a faff. I will admit, it does take some time. You have to, like, you know, you actually have to do some things. It's not just a one-click done. But it is well worth it. It is well worth it. Very much so. But does that change FPS? Absolutely it will. Imagine if I've got an 8K livery, but then put 10 other 8K liveries on the apron. Of course that's going to have a performance effect. If you then reduce those liveries from 8K down to 2K textures on all the other aircraft apart from your own, of course that's going to have a big effect on your performance. Absolutely it will. So it's an IDLOX 1 Alpha today. IDLOX 1 Alpha. There we go. And we're up to 150. Oh no. Oh, another one down the drain, is it? What are you doing to all of them? What are you doing to them? Right, runway 14. The runway heading is 144. Today. And we're going to get the seatbelt signs on. And what I'm also going to do, because it's absolutely sweltering out there, is I think we'll probably go and get the APU turned on early, shall we? Go and give them a bit of air conditioning. Because it is sweltering out there. Good. Right, we'll sort out the arrival later. Let's go and do 0 fuel weight. Cost index, I've gone with 30. Cruising flight level 360 today, because the winds are just awful. Reserves are 3.0. cruise winds. We got a stonking headwind on this one, but it's fine. After that, we'll be good for the second and third flight today. 270 degrees at 83. And it says the transition altitude is 4,000 out of here. Which it is. So that's correct as well. Good. Right. So that's all fine. Let's go and do some takeoff performance, shall we? So we'll import from here. Get 1.4 in. That's fine. Import from the aircraft. Flaps.
Dhaka control.
5.
Bangladesh 788.
Just turn down Mac. That's in there, and then we'll calculate. Good. So flaps 5, TO1 today, with a selector temp of 33 is going to give us 140, 141, and 149. So let's go into here. We'll go TO1. Is it 33? Yeah, 33. What did you use for the info layer at the top? That's a custom overlay. Climb 1. Flaps 5. CG's there, and then the speeds, yeah, 40, 41, and 49. I'll just update that, 149. Good. I saw the, yeah, was that the one into Singapore lead that held for like over 4 hours just dumping fuel? Or, well, not even dumping fuel, but burning it. Going from some hot temperatures to having to work out about snow on a sketchy approach today. Yeah, that's true, actually. You're not wrong. Although, I am going to take out the snow. We'll just fly on... we'll just fly on not real-world weather for those ones. Right, let's go and get some air conditioning going for those poor passengers, shall we? There we are. Right, up on the overhead, I'm going to put 36,000 in for the cruise. And we'll leave the elevation where we are for now... for the landing out, in case we need to return back here, not that we plan it. Today on your 737, I haven't had any cabin altitude noise. Oh, yeah, you probably set things up correctly then. If you're having a cabin altitude noise, you were making a mistake with your pressurization panel. Happened after takeoff and it was a fuel jettison issue. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Right, let's go and load some winds in here. And we'll go and get the nav descent stuff in. Execute that. Good. Good evening, Navawa. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Right, we are set up to go. Pretty much. Am I running at 4K and TAA or DLSS? Tiago asks on YouTube. I'm running in 4K, yeah, and I run TAA. I don't use DLSS. I would like to use DLSS, but it makes the screens very blurry. Right, so we're on an IDLOX 1 Alpha today. So we're climbing on runway heading to 2,000 feet. Right turn to intercept Delta Alpha Charlie radial 290. And then within 10 DME of Delta Alpha Charlie, which is the Dakar VOR, we then turn left, direct Olpass, and then IDLOX today. Initial climb is flight level 150, so that's fine. Taxi from here, we should expect to go nose left, and then taxi out via the apron onto Foxtrot, and then Echo for November 2, holding point runway 14. Alright, so that's what we have got in store for us today. I think we're alright with terrain here, but after that, when we get towards Kathmandu and everything, it's obviously going to be very different. If you are just joining us and you're wondering what's going on and what we're all doing today and everything, so we're doing a triple flight today. We're something very different. So we're flying the 737 for the first flight, which is this flight here. So we're going to do Dakar to Kathmandu, so Bangladesh to Kathmandu in Nepal. Then we're going to switch out of the 737 and fly the Cessna 208 Caravan, so a prop aircraft, out of Kathmandu to, not to Paro, to Lukla, VNLK, there. So we're going to go VNKT to VNLK, and that's going to be in the 787 Grand Caravan. And then we're going to swap aircraft again for the third time, and we're going to follow this valley all the way here, all the way up here, to the base camp for Everest. So if I'm not mistaken, this area here is the base camp for Mount Everest. So we're going to do a 737 flight, then the Grand Caravan into Lukla, and then a helicopter flight up to Mount Everest, or the base camp today. So that's our plan. Should be good fun. Should be good fun. Right, so let's go and do LNAV, VNAV, auto brake. Good. Right, I think we're ready to go. So let's go and get GSX in. Release the ground power. Yes, please. And our parking brakes are set, aren't they? Cool. Tiagos, how do I run so smoothly? 4090 GPU, that's how. 4090 is ridiculous. Okay, so fuel pumps on. That's all good there. Lights on there. I need to close that door. I shouldn't be pressurizing really until those doors close, should I? Anti-collision lights on. Is there a reason why that door hasn't closed automatically when the jetway's gone? I don't know, but let's go and fix it.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Stick the transponder on. And then we're good to go. I'll stick the chime on just so that cabin know that the aircraft's secure and all the doors are closed. And then if I'm not mistaken, oh look at that. So Mac is flying along with us today on VATSIM, and he's in the 787. I'm not going to lie, that Biman Bangladesh livery on the 787 is quite cool. I have an issue. So I know there's the DLSS and DLAA trick that you can do. It doesn't work very well when, for me, because I mirror my monitor to my stream PC. So it doesn't work properly. Which is a pain. Right, we'll see what direction he wants us to go. Bangladesh 371, stand 11, request push and start.
371, time 5, 1, temperature 31, push back and start up is up to push to face south.
Push and start to face to the south for Bangladesh 371. Let me just confirm what direction. So if he wants me to face to the south, then he'll want us to go out via Charlie. Is that correct? Surely not. Same taxiway that Matt went on. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a lag spike. Right, okay, so nose right.
Release sparkler brakes, please.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get the show on the road then, shall we?
Commencing push. All engines clear.
I'm so excited for this. I'm not going to lie. I think this is going to be one epic trip. Did you know there's a jump seat that folds out on the NGX? Yeah. Yeah, they've got all sorts of things in here. Have I tried using the frame gen mod? No, why would I need to use the frame gen mod when a 40 series graphics card has it natively? Also, why is my PFD showing that we're climbing at 550 feet a minute? Oh, I know why. It'll be the nose from the pushback, won't it? Right, we're going to have to annoy the poor passengers by turning off the lovely air conditioning for them. But what we'll do is we'll do the technique for to run things for them with some air conditioning for the second engine. Are we there yet? Yeah, we're there. Yeah. Parents flying to Venice today. Nice. Do you think that MSFS 2024 is going to be better in performance, Lawrence? Unfortunately, I can't speak about that kind of thing or really kind of delve into it just due to my work. Sorry. Right, what's the trim today? 4.79. Sorry, 4.97. There we go. And I'm just going to double check to see what profile I'm... Yeah, I don't like this. Let's see if I can... Let's go and do that. Good. Right, good. Yeah, it's weird, Jet Delta. We'll see what it's like when we get on the ground.
Please set sparkler brakes.
Cool. You can have one on for the first engine too. Oh, really? Can you? I didn't know that. Oh, we've got a bit of fuel in the centre, apparently. Okay.
There's 788 line up at that runway 14.
See, look, there you go. Now it's...
Wait, runway 14, Bangladesh.
Right, so we've got a good start on the right-hand side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the right pack to auto and close the isolation valve, and you'll see the duct pressure split. But this will provide some air conditioning to the passengers in the back, but also mean that we can start the left-hand engine. And this is just nice when it's so blooming hot. I feel bad for you, Chewie. You landed a great job, then they announced something massive that you can't talk about. How do you feel bad for me about it? I'm involved in the production phase of a brand new flight simulator. It's like a dream job.
Right is clear.
I can't talk about it, but it would just... I mean, like, I knew a lot of stuff about MSFS 2020 before I could speak about it. You know what I mean? Chewie, I know this is your non-MSFS stream, but can I ask you an Asobo-related one? I mean, you can ask it. Whether I can answer it is another matter. You're using DLSS Ultra Quality. Nice. Do you share your FS Realistic profiles? No, because I literally just download the ones that are most downloaded already on FS Realistic. I don't make my own. Right, so Gary's out the way. And pushback's complete. And then we got starter cut out. I've got a 40 series and we're struggling to run 4K. You're more likely being CPU bottleneck then. You're more likely being CPU bottleneck.
788 is ready to go.
Right.
788
AP off.
1990 degrees 06 knots clear for
AP
takeoff on the
off.
14.
Engine start switches to continuous.
Clear to take off runway
Probe
14,
heats on.
Bangladesh
Packs back to auto. Isolation valve to auto. And APU bleed off. And then we'll go and select flaps 5. A lot of people have got to remember that as much as like a 40 series card is amazing and frame generation is ridiculous, it won't fix everything. It makes a hell of a difference and it can really give you some great performance, but it's not gonna, you know, magically fix things. You know, you can have a heavy CPU bottleneck which can limit the capabilities of your graphics card and stuff. It's the way that PCs work, isn't it? Come on, click spots. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right. I think we are good. Let's go for taxi. Bangladesh 371 request taxi.
371 taxi via Charlie November 2 hold short runway 14 QNH 1004.
Charlie November 2 holding point runway 14 on QNH 1004 Bangladesh 371. Thanks. Right, I don't know if Mac's gone yet. I know he was... Oh, I think he's disappeared. Bugger, I missed him. Oh, I missed the takeoff. Damn it. Sorry, Matt. Do you know why I get bugged ground textures when using DX12? Yeah, it is a thing in the sim. You've got to remember that technically DX12 is in beta with MSFS. Hey, Stephen! Thank you for the Prime sub! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with 2 chats and set up an aircraft at the same time, so I'm sorry if I am missing anything. It's not deliberate. Stephen, thank you very much. Appreciated. Brand new sub. First Prime sub of the day, and that's the second sub in total of the day, so thank you, mate. Very kind of you. What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was speaking about. Oh, yeah, Lucas. So there's a couple of things that you can do to try and fix that. One of them is to... delete your rolling cache in the sim, delete your NVIDIA caches. If you don't know how to do that, there's loads of stuff on YouTube on it. Delete your NVIDIA caches, do a clean install of your graphics drivers. Touch wood, I'm on DX12 and I very, very rarely get that issue because I quite regularly will, you know, get rid of caches and stuff like that. Oh, I appreciate you, Stephen. Thank you, mate. You need to study the battery stack mask, yeah. Is this new sim made by Asobo? Yes. Asobo Studios are making MSFS 2024. correct. Super derated and it still leapt into the air. Yeah. Are you in the 788 today or the 789? Just the 8. I just joined and was about to be a troll and ask about an MSFS problem. Oh, right. Yeah, so if I have missed any questions or comments, it's not deliberate. I'm just trying to keep up with 2 chats and set up the aircraft and everything.
This 371 upon reaching holding point, line up and wait, runway 14, report ready.
November 2 holding point, runway 14 will line up and wait and report ready for Bangladesh 371. Any idea why there is no ATL scenery? I've got the Imagine Sim one and it's okay. It's not amazing, but I don't know. You'd have to ask third-party scenery devs. No idea, mate. What's your opinion on X-Plane 12? I honestly don't really have an opinion on it. I flew it for about 4 hours on the early access release day, and I've not touched it since. So I don't really have an opinion on it, to be honest. This haze looks awesome. What isn't awesome is the fact that my aircraft is just veering off. This aircraft, honestly, sorry, not this aircraft. This scenery is so freaking good. I really recommend it, folks, if you want to try somewhere a little bit different. Where are we? Dhaka in Bangladesh. Do you ever go back to P3D for the 777 and the 747? Tiago says on YouTube. No, I've not flown in P3D for about 14 months now. I miss them, but I don't miss them enough to warrant going on P3D again, to be honest. No, I'm not using Active Sky. Active Sky doesn't work with SimFX. So, yeah. Chewie not responding to my message. Bad streamer. Terrible. Terrible. On average, what are your FPS? About 70. I mean, I cap my FPS at 60, so I only see the sim at 60, but I pretty much always get that. There's not many scenarios where I won't get 60 FPS. The reason why I cap my sim at 60 is because I've only got a 60 Hz monitor, so if I don't cap it, I'll get loads of screen tearing. So I just run VSync on. And yeah, it's just nice and smooth that way. Bangladesh 371, we're lining up runway 14, we're ready for departure.
Bangladesh 371, surface wind 190 degrees 06 knots, cleared for takeoff, runway 14.
Runway 14, clear for takeoff, Bangladesh 371. I'm not going to lie, I'm so freaking stoked that we've got some ATC today. We're only doing the one flight on that sim, but I'm so excited. Are you aware of the issues with flying into DFW in regards to the DX12 bugs? I don't know, report it on the forums, mate. DX11 or DX12? I'm on DX12 because it's a requirement with a frame gen graphics card like the 4090. If you want to have a frame generation on, you need to have DX12. Right, okay, alert to paused. We'll keep the aircraft rolling. Here we go. Oh, why does it do that? Annoys me so much. There we go. Take off. I think it's something to do with if the thrust levers aren't exactly at the same, like, area. Right, thrust set.
80 knots.
Checked.
Rotate.
It's like crossing from the right. Positive rate.
Ready to climb.
Gear up. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever landed into this airport. At least I don't remember I have. I'm pretty sure we flew the A310 out of here once. But yeah, this airport's so cool. Right, we're climbing like an absolute rocket. Off we go. There we go. So there's climb 1. And it's going to get us to make that turn now. So let's go. Look at the haze. Oh, you can see the heat blur effects from SimFX. Nice. Am I using the TCA yoke? I do have the TCA yoke. I'm not using it right now. I do have a very specific reason as to why, though. Let's just get this departure going, and then I'll explain a little bit more. It's a bit of a weird explanation, but... yeah. Vortex, good to see you, mate. Hello. Right, we'll go flaps up. So like out the other window. Still looks nice. Beautiful. I almost want to fly back here, but no, we're going to Mount Everest. Right, so speed's coming up nicely.
371 report already departing.
Apologies, Bangladesh 371, we're airborne passing 3,000.
371 Dhaka control radar defined, continue climb level 360, route direct Romeo Alpha Juliet.
Direct Romeo Alpha Juliet, climb flight level 360, Bangladesh 371, thanks. Okay, so 360, and we've been given a nice direct all the way to Romeo Alpha Juliet. So that's now going to be a left-hand turn. That's a nice 103 nautical mile direct. You love to see it. Going to set standard. Let's go and bring that heading across. Oh. Okay, so up to 360 after takeoffs. Lights, that's fine. All of that's good. That's fine. Good. Right, we're on our way. Let's do this then. So the only reason, there's literally only one reason, and it's a very specific me issue as to why I'm not using the yoke right now. And it's simply because I was noticing, it might well have been a complete coincidence, but I was noticing that I was getting quite a few migraines when I was using my yoke, which you're probably like, what? How the hell does that work? So when I've got a custom built desk, and when I designed the desk, I was a silly boy and didn't check the thickness of the desk right in front of where I sit. And basically the thickness is way bigger than the actual clamp on the TCA Boeing yoke. So I've had to use I use like a racing wheel stand and clamp it to that. And then if ever I'm using the yoke, I just grab the whole racing wheel stand and bring it forward. The problem with it is that I sit much further back. So I'll sit more back here. And when I'm doing that, I think just that added distance away from the screen is making my eyes go weird looking at text on the screen, and it might be causing migraines. It might not be that, but it's just, you know, you folks, a lot of you who have been around my channel for a long time know that I used to really struggle with them. You know, I would be getting a migraine once every week, once every 2 weeks or so. And it was just another thing that I thought might be contributing towards it. So that's the only reason why. So I really should probably find some sort of like alternate method of actually clamping the TCA to my desk and stuff. But that's why I'm not using it right now. I would say if you are like, if you've never got flight sim hardware before and you're debating going over a if you're debating joystick or yoke, always go with the joystick, because you can fly anything with a joystick. But, you know, like if you ever, like today, if you ever want to fly the helicopter or a fighter jet or something with a yoke, I mean, just good luck. It's not going to happen, really. So, yeah, so that's why. Can you move the screen closer? It would just mess up loads of stuff, cabling and everything. It would just be a faff. Not worth it. So, yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Well, there we go then, folks. We are on our way. I'm afraid to say we are going to have an absolutely tremendous headwind on this first flight. But we're going to get some music going. And we'll get this day started. I've got no idea what time we're going to be landing into Mount Everest tonight. But yeah. Any news on if Sobo Montego Bay is going to get a patch? I mean, even if I did know that, I probably wouldn't be allowed to speak about it unless it was public information, mate. So have a look online and see if there's anything already posted on forums or anything about it. I don't think there is, but yeah. Are your MSFS on your website settings current? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't think there's much change in them. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe cut out a portion of the desk. if you knew how much this desk cost me, there's no way I'm cutting into any of it, mate. Not a thing. Plus, it's not just a wooden desk. There's like metal pillars and everything around. So yeah, no, that's not an option either. New active Sky Beta. It's honestly irrelevant for me right now because it doesn't work with SimFX unless it fixes it with SimFX, that beta. So yeah. When I broke the clamp on your first wheel, I just drilled holes in your desk. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing any of that with how much this desk cost me. No way. So, yeah. Isn't heat blur a default thing in MSFS? Where is there hype about the blur with SimFX? It's just because you can customize it. So there are, like, heat blur effects in MSFS, but you can't customize it. Whilst with SimFX, you can change it to your liking. You can make custom profiles for heat blur. So if you think it's too much, you can tweak around with it. And again, it's just one of the features of SimFX. It's not like the main selling point. It's just one of another thing that they've got in there. As long as it works correctly, you wait until you see the rotor wash with a helicopter later. It's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Right, so ETA. Well, it said the flight time was going to be about an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll say about another hour and 7 minutes from now, shall we? Well, let's go with about 1920 Zulu then. So about 1920 Zulu we'll go with for our ETA for this one. And obviously, if you've never flown a Kathmandu before, VNKT, woo! Yeah. It's a fun one. It's an interesting approach, that's for sure. 9-4 on the nose, up at 330. Yeah, I might have a look at the flight plan and just kind of see what we were expecting at different altitudes. Oh, it's just disgusting. To be fair, it only gets better at flight level 320. Flight level 320 looks the best. We're going up to 360 today, but look at it. 105, 108, 106, 106, 106. Oh, Lord. We might be about 10 knots better off at flight level 320, you know. Do you reckon we should have... I don't know if there's much point, to be honest. I don't think it'll probably make about a minute's difference, but... Look at these views as well. Have I done this flight before? Something is telling me that I've done this flight before. Oh, we did! A year ago! So apparently we did this flight in March 2023. I mean, I don't even remember doing it. What the hell happened there? Apparently we did it also via Germany. I remember we had that go-around. What did we fly it in? It doesn't say. I remember. I think we had a bulk landing go-around. And then we did a visual procedure back in. Alright, well, let's hope we don't have the same today. It was exactly the same flight as well. Although I'm sure it wasn't as exciting as what we're going to be doing afterwards. I'm so excited for Lukla. It's going to be so good. Am I using the Rattan to approach for runway 20? No, I think we're on a 02. I think it's a Romeo, 3 Romeo to Rattan, and then the RMP Zulu for 02. Wasn't it the A310? It might well have been, you know. I think it was. Is this Kathmandu? There it is. God, look at that. It's almost like I know. Oh, it looks like they might be on 20 now. They were on 02 earlier. The winds are 100 degrees at 4. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're probably just departing them out this way. I think they do preferential departures and arrivals. I think if they can, they prefer them to go off of 20 because they don't need to backtrack as much. Because the apron, the taxiway doesn't go all the way down to the threshold for 02. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 02. What is the approach for 20? Is it just ridiculous? Oh my good lord above. Oh good lord. Oh no, that looks awful, doesn't it? That looks terrifying. Oh my god. So we got to be at 7,400 feet there. That looks utterly ridiculous. Looks fun though. The only problem again is the backtrack stuff. Although it shouldn't be a problem because... Yeah. Well. I mean, that does look fun, doesn't it? We could do it. Because we're going in via Rattan on this arrival. Bloody hellfire. I mean, look at the go-around procedure. Yuck. Well, I mean, we could give it a go. Look at the other one where you join from Igris. Holy shit. Does Kathmandu have no precision approaches? It has a localizer. It has a localizer. The problem is that the thing that you've got to be really careful of with this is that I don't know if it's on the RMP. Oh no, it's alright actually. Look, I mean, look at some of these. Look at the RMP Yankee via Dhaka. I mean, that's just absurd. They've had to change the thickness of the frickin' of the lines. I mean, the one that we were planning to do, like, that's not a boring approach. It might look it, but I can assure you it's not. But, I mean, I'm game to do the RMP 20. And then the second flight, we're doing VFR. Yeah. Either way, it'll be fun. Either way, it'll be fun. Honda, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, everybody. Again, if you are just coming in and you're wondering kind of what's going on today, what we're doing, we're doing 3 flights in 3 different aircraft. And we're doing a little kind of mock scenario that we're taking some people to visit Mount Everest. So, obviously, first flight today that we're doing right now, Biman, Bangladesh, Boeing 737, out of Dhaka to Kathmandu. Then we're going to switch up aircraft and go in the Cessna 208 Caravan and fly VFR out of Kathmandu to Lukla. Of course, the famous Lukla with a ridiculous slope runway. And then we're going to switch again out of Lukla and go in the Cowan Sim H125 helicopter out of Lukla to Mount Everest Base Camp. So that's going to be good. I've not got the black square caravan. To be honest with you, I didn't even know they did one. I've just got the default one. But I thought it'd be something different. So yeah. Sean on YouTube says, just got your first class medical renewal. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Very good. Honestly, every time I do an RMP or an RNAV approach, I mess them up. Yeah, they're one of those things that when you get them, like, you're fine, but they can be a little bit daunting. I mean, do you reckon we should give this a go then? We just need to make sure that we're descending here. I wouldn't even know when I'd take the autopilot out. Probably about here. And where the hell do you slow down? I think we'd have to... I mean, we've got 9 miles to landing at Kilo Tango 419. I almost feel like we'd have to be bugging flap 5 there. And potentially going gear down flap 15. But it's only a 3 degrees slope. The problem is the altitude. We're 9 miles out at 7,400. The airport elevation is 4,400. So if you think about it, we're only at about 3,000 feet radio there. So I think we'll probably want to take gear down flap 15 by this point. And fully configure nice and early. And fly it all the way from top of descent. Wouldn't be able to reach chat much. Do a go around, please. I don't want to do one if I can help it. I don't just do go arounds for the sake of them. Cool. Right. Well, we'll do that then. I need to go and program it in, but we'll aim to do a runway 20 approach. Why the hell not? I've never done that one before. I don't think anyway. I mean, we're doing Lukla and Mount Everest today. We might as well do the ridiculous approach into Kathmandu to really finish it off, eh? Might as well. So it's going to be the Romeo, 3 Romeo. So RNAV runway 20. Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Via Rattan. There it is. There it is. I mean, it's probably going to extend our flight time, but who gives a damn? Who gives a damn?
That's 7885. 6 miles till reaching Tibet. No further ATC is
Oh
available.
my god, look at it. Look at the amount of waypoints!
Bye-bye.
We've got 15 pages of legs!
See you next time. Bangladesh
Hey,
188.
donkey! It is the 3rd sub of the day, and it is 88 months. Thank you, mate. God, 88 months. My goodness gracious me. Love you, bud. Thank you so much. Welcome back. 88 ridiculous months.
Will be closing within 1010 minutes.
Okay, so controls closing. Awesome to get some ATC, though. Yeah, that looks fine, doesn't it? We've got 15 pages of legs for a flight that should only last about another hour. That is absurd. Absolutely absurd. But there we go. It's in the box, so it's official now, everybody. Thank you so much, Donkey. Cheers, mate. 13 of the go-around? Yeah, true, actually. Maybe not 13. Oh, is that all go-around? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, no, you're not far... Yeah. Most of it's the go-around. Oh, that just looks awful. I'm glad I've got some extra fuel with me today. Very glad I've got some extra fuel with me today. You'll be surprised how accurate the approach is, both lateral and vertical with speed restrictions. Yeah, I'm excited to give it a go. Hey, Heavy, thank you for the cheer. Hello, hello. Hello, what are we doing today? Good question. We're doing 3 flights today. In 3 separate aircraft to 3 separate destinations. And we've got this kind of like fictitious scenario of taking some people on a trip to Mount Everest. Because that's the kind of fun thing that you can do in MSFS. So we're flying Dhaka from Bangladesh, Dhaka to Kathmandu in Nepal in the 7-3. Then we're going to switch to the Cessna 208 Caravan. I've just got the default one, but it's fine. Cessna 208 Caravan out of Kathmandu to the famous Lukla with the massive slope runway. And then we're going to fly out of Lukla in the Cowan Sim H125 helicopter to the Mount Everest base camp, which is really awesome. So that's our plan for today. So 3 flights, 3 different aircraft, 3 different awesome destinations, 3 different awesome approaches, and just something a bit different from your, you know, the normal stuff. This is the kind of stuff I love to do most in MSFS. I just love that we're climbing at Mach 0.80. What are your thoughts on the FSS E190? I don't have any thoughts on it, mate. I've not got it. Yeah, I don't have any thoughts on it. I've never flown it. So, yeah. Can a heli get to the summit? I've tried it. It gets to 22,000 feet and then cries, no thank you very much. I can't do any more. Well, I don't know about other helicopters, but the H125. I mean, I think it's freaking impressive that a helicopter can get to 22,000 feet, quite frankly. But yeah, the H125 gets to about 22,000 feet and then it's like, nope. Mount Everest base camp is about 17,500, which in itself is absurd. But yeah. So we got 4,000 feet, 4,500 feet elevation at Kathmandu. Lukla's about 9,900 feet. And then Mount Everest base camp is about 17,000. Have I never flown the E-Jets? No, of course I've not. I've not bought them, mate. I can't fly them if I've not bought them. I've flown an E-Jet in sim, but I've not flown the FSS ones. Yeah. I've not flown the FSS ones in MSFS. I'm definitely waiting for them to be more feature complete and in a more stable state before I give them a go, I think. The highest they ever flew to Camp 201, which is just under 20,000 feet. Yeah, it's wild. I'll show you the sceneries. It's really cool. There's some like freeware sceneries for Mount Everest Base Camp on flightsim.to. This Kathmandu scenery that we're flying into is freeware as well, so hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Valorant? It's a Valorant song. Oh, nice. I'm excited for this approach into Kathmandu, though. Like, I mean, it looks pretty wild. I reckon gear down flaps 15 by Kilo Tango 419. To be fair, it says here at Kilo Tango 421 max 165 knots. That's going to be like our flap 5 bug anyway. I'd rather configure early. I'd rather be configuring early and be too slow and just kind of, you know. I was going to worry about things like restrictions of like 250 knots early, but there's no point. Because it's going to be there anyway. So, yeah. Star Wars or Star Trek? Come on. Oh, look at the winds. 106 knots. Yuck. It's fine. This is the only flight that we're doing going westbound today. Yeah, ham and cheddar, that's exactly it. So we're doing, get rid of all of this. So we're going to go, this is what we're doing right now. Oh, I recognize this song. Yeah, so Dhaka to Kathmandu. Then we're going to head across to Lukla, wherever it is. There it is. We're not doing that in the 737 though. We're doing it in the 208, Cessna 208 Caravan. And then out from Lukla, we're going to head. So the way that the routing, it'll take us out to the west and then to the north through this valley. And as you go through this valley, you gradually climb. And then you follow the valley round to the right, all the way up here. And then Everest Base Camp is here. And this is Everest.
C71, 7 miles to reaching debit, no further ATC available, radar service terminated, switch uniform 122.8. Bye.
122.8 for Bangladesh 371. Thanks for coming online. Chat! Can we get some I love VATSIMs in the chat for Dakar control, please? I certainly was not expecting any ATC today. Certainly not. I'm very glad I've gone on VATSIM though. Bit of ATC on departure out of Dakar. We love to see it. There we go. How long is the flight to Lukla? About 30 minutes. And then the flight up to Mount Everest Base Camp, probably about 10-15 minutes. So it's going to be like nice timing. So yeah, we should be landing into Kathmandu in about 45 minutes. 45 to 50 minutes until our landing there. And then because I've got an issue in the sim at the moment where my sim will basically... if I go back to the main menu, my sim crashes. It'll be something that I've got like an add-on that's not working properly. So we might just have to use developer mode to quickly switch aircraft. So it might, we'll see how much of a faff it is. Hopefully it won't be a problem. But what I'll do is I'll probably just like black out the screen so you guys can't see it whilst I'm like faffing. Just so it's a little bit more immersive. So yeah, yeah. It's so cool on the jet. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's very late. You're true as well. Very late indeed. So yeah, so that's our plan today. Should be good fun actually. I'm looking forward to it. Got 3 very interesting approaches. So top of descent showing in about 24 minutes or so. Harry Potter or Star Trek? Mate, I've never watched an episode of Star Trek in my life, so you can pretty much class it below most other things. Have I seen the 3 AICs to our south? Look how far they are going. No, I haven't. Oh my god. Oh, they're doing the, I think, are they replicating the real world ones? Because, whatchamacallit, Nomadic Aviation are repoing repoing is not the right word, but they're transporting all of the ex-Air India 744s from Mumbai. So I think they're actually replicating it. Hey, Capitano, 7 months. You legend. Thank you for the 7-month sub with the tier 1. Good to see you, mate. Thank you very, 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 very much indeed. Afternoon, how are you, mate? Is it possible that MSFS uses the cockpit audio for custom viewpoints even when it's on the wing or outside the fuselage? I think it depends on the aircraft. I mean, my sounds aren't the same in here as they are there, I don't think. I don't know. Don't think so anyway. Hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, not too bad. Jessa, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're good, hope you're good, hope you're good. Yeah, I was debating like putting some speed restrictions in on the start, but there's enough there anyway, so I don't think we're going to need to. Can't complain. I had a job interview yesterday. Really hoping it went good. Ah, well, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? As long as you kind of did yourself proud and, you know, felt like you did your best in those interviews, then that's all you can do. That is all you can do. Do you ever still play P3D or X-Plane? No, mate, I've not touched those for well over a year now. The last time I played another sim was P3D back in February 2023. And I did a long haul off stream from Heathrow to Vancouver. And it was a complete waste of time. So yeah. You failed the maths on the Speedbird Academy test? Yeah, I'd probably fail on that stage, to be honest. 17 minutes to do 25 questions. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I wouldn't have even got 10 of them right, to be honest. My maths sucks. With the extra space... Oh, I've not uninstalled any of those sims. I still have DCS and X-Plane and P3D installed. I just don't use them. I might give DCS a go when the Chinook comes out. But, yeah, I don't know. You're not supposed to finish the 25 questions. Yeah, I don't know. Managed to fix the battery compartment and there's some corroded batteries in it. Ooh, wow, look at that thing. Gosh. That's cool. BF stops. Nice. Looks like the real one just did 02 today, but... Oh, they are using 02 in real life, chat. Qatari 787 from Doha has just landed in. What a freaking baller of a flight that must be for the 787 pilots. I bet they fight over who does this route. Should we... I'm happy to do 2-0 anyway. Winds of 1-0 degrees at 4, so it doesn't make much difference. There's a good Chinook for MSFS. Yeah, I know. I've got it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is the Air India 74s going for cargo conversions? I've got no idea what they're doing, to be honest with you. I've got no idea. Good evening, Michael. How are you? Hello, hello. How are you, mate? To land at the airport, do you have to be trained for it like that at Paro? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Petros on YouTube says, hello, what yoke do you use for the 737? If I'm using a yoke, I use the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke. I'm sponsored by Thrustmaster, so any flight controls I use are Thrustmaster. I'm not gonna... I don't know why. There's just something about this Biman livery that I'm just digging. It's got like all the things that shouldn't work. I mean, like the colour combination is awful, but I just dig it. I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't know why. Thanks for the follow there, Loggy. Thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Should we go and just get a little bit of things in for the arrival? I think we should. We've still got a bit to go, but let's go and be proactive. So, airport elevation is 4395, so 4,400. Oh, God, we've got to scroll the minima. Oh! What's the minima? 4,705. Right, be right back. I'll be the next half an hour. Well, actually, wait, no. Can I do it like this? There we go. Oh, Chaos is on YouTube. Hello. Yeah, I was using shift and scroll, but I can just hold it down. So we'll just hold it down. So 4705. God, look at this headwind. 110 knots. Come on, we're only halfway there. The one time I'm glad this one had mouse acceleration. Yes, true. Come on. Hello there, Tyler. Thanks for the follow. I've just realised, have we checked the weather to see what it's like? If the visibility's shit, is that gonna hinder our chances of doing this? 8,000 meters viz. I don't know if I like the sound of that. I don't know if I like the sound of that. Oh, it says it's 070 degrees 5 knots. That was 5 minutes ago. Am I watching the game tonight? I was gonna go and grab my iPad, but I'll be honest with you, I forgot about it. Although I imagine Mama Chewy will probably have it on the TV. I'm prioritizing streaming for you, lovely folks. What about the wheels? How do you steer them? Rudder pedals. I use the TPR rudder pedals. Yeah, I've got the Romeo 3 Romeo arrival. Right. So we're going to lose 0.9, so it's going to be 63.7. Flat 40 today, 139er. Auto brake 3. Right, so we've got the arrival in, we've got the auto brake, we've got the flap setting in, we've got landing elevation in, we've got the minima, and we've got the QNH. My only concern is the visibility and the tailwind. I mean, we're within limits, but it's 8,000 meters. Is that because you're going to choke again? Dan, I thought you didn't even like football. Don't you just watch rugby? Such a martyr. I think I read something somewhere. Yeah, you're just doing a Gary. Yeah. Watched any of the snooker? I watched a little bit. I watched Mark Williams come back and win 2 frames to take it to a decider earlier on and then lose. Watched the final frame when Mark Selby lost yesterday. I think it was yesterday anyway. I've not had time, mate. I've honestly not had any time. It's been a pretty wild few days. Right, the only other thing is I'm going to put 240 at 14,000 in. Which might sound ridiculous, but that's 10,000 feet radio. I think it's just going to help us a little bit. Good, so we should be landing in about half an hour-ish, 35 minutes. So not long to go. Not long to go. Not long to go. I was going and grab my iPad. I guess now is the time to do it, isn't it? Tell you what, I am. I'll be right back. 2 secs. Just realised I can't watch it down here even if I wanted to. Because I can't get TNT Sports on my iPad. Damn it! Well, that's the end of that then. Can we see the Himalayas? Kind of. Not really. There's a little bit in the distance, but not just yet. It's on the Discovery Plus app, only if you have it available with the broadband provider. Who do Discovery Plus with it, which not all do, and mine don't. Which sucks! It's the only thing about my new broadband provider that I don't like. New internet speeds and everything are, like, unbelievable. But, not being able to use the Discovery Plus app sucks for TNT Sports. Hey Mordweller, how you doing? Back again 2 nights running. Was hoping to be in the sim right now, but got stuck with some connection issues. Oh no. Trying to download that. Oh, well, it gets fixed. You can console yourself with 1 gig internet though. Console? Oh yeah, console myself. Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were speaking about like doing something technical then. Gosh, these views. This is stunning. What a beautiful area of the world. Absolutely beautiful. Used to watch you a few years ago now, but just want to say, oh, thank you, Amar. That's very kind of you. Thank you, mate. Very kind. As you can see, we're still streaming. I still stream 4 days a week. There's no rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. Right, the only other thing that we've not actually looked at yet is parking. So they went in on stand 6. Cool. So yeah, we'll aim to get off. I don't know if we'll even make it off at Echo. It's going to be good fun trying to turn this thing around. We might just have to go down to the end and backtrack it. Off at Echo and then straight in there. And then when we switch, we'll go down to the GA, like domesticate from down here. Hello there, Skelly. Thanks for the follow. Hello, how you doing, Skelly? Hello there as well. Flight plan discontinuity. Hello, welcome everybody. You join us on a trip to Mount Everest today, those of you coming in. General Kenobi. It's my Discord sound whenever I join a voice room. If you guys don't know, with if you've got Discord Nitro now, you can set like server entrance sounds. So whenever you join a voice room, it will just play a sound, something from the soundboard. So whenever I join a voice room, it just instantly plays "Hello there." Oh, I'm so annoyed about that TNT thing, but oh well. But no, people have said General Kenobi. It's fine. My boss, well, not my boss, one of my colleagues always says it to me. He always says it to me. Steve, hello, mate. You said earlier about crashing from the menu. I remembered that may have been causing that issue for me. Have you got Sky Dolly? No, mate, I've not used Sky Dolly for a long time. It only crashes when I go, like, when I click, like, escape and then go back to the main menu. That's when it crashes. It's probably some sort of thing in my community folder, but what it is, I don't know. What it is, I don't know. Yeah, this is the first flight. We're on the first flight. Oh my goodness gracious, it's a raid. Hello, friends. Oh, baby, are you lot coming in with good timing? Hello there. Thank you for the follow, Bladed Welsh. Jamie, thank you for the raid. It's a London controller raid. Oh my God, I can't keep up with chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we all? How was your flying in the CRJ? I have not flown that CRJ for a long time, so I'm trusting in your opinion about whether I should take it out the hangar again. Was it good? You honestly love it. Is it quite stable now? Because when I last flew it, it had a few bugs, and I didn't really get on with it. I'll have to go. We are good, but more important, how are you? Yeah, I'm really good, thanks. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for the raid again, Jamie. We are doing something a little bit different today. A little bit different. Kind of familiar, but a bit different. We are on a fictitious adventure to Mount Everest on stream this evening. So instead of just doing your boring, bog standard, I don't know, Gatwick or Heathrow rotations or whatever, I know we all love to see it and do it. But my favorite thing about MSFS is just being able to explore the world and go to some crazy different places and do different things. So we're doing 3 flights in 3 different aircraft. This is flight number 1. And as you can see, we're in the 737 today, and we're flying out of Dhaka, the incredible scenery by Final Approach Designs. Dhaka scenery in Bangladesh, and we're heading up to Kathmandu. Not only are we going into Kathmandu, we're doing this approach, which I'm nicknaming the spaghetti approach. I mean, just look at it. It's just ridiculous. So we're doing the RMP runway 20 into Kathmandu. Then after we land in Kathmandu, we're going to switch aircraft, and we're going to switch into the default Cessna 208 Caravan, which I've not flown for a long time. And we're going to make the about 25-minute flight all the way up here to a scenery I'm sure you're all familiar with in Lukla. You know, the airport with a massive freaking ramp of a runway that's got no go-around? There. So we're going to do a VFR flight out of Kathmandu to Lukla. Then we're going to switch aircraft again, and we're going to be switching away from fixed-wing aircraft and getting into the Cowan Sim H125 helicopter. And we're going to fly northbound out of Lukla all the way through this valley until we reach here, which is Mount Everest Base Camp. So we're going to Mount Everest today, which is here. 29,000 feet. There it is. So there's Mount Everest. So that's what we're doing today. So 3 flights, 3 different aircraft, 3 different ridiculous approaches, and just something a bit different for a change. And you join us at a very good time because we are, what, about 8 minutes from top of descent for the first flight. So there we go. No, we're not doing VFR in the 737. No. Can't wait for Cowan Sim have got some awesome stuff. Their H125 helicopter is really great fun. And with the Sim FX, like rotor wash effects now, oh, it looks amazing. So there we go. So that's our plan for today. Hopefully it will all work well. And it will all go fine. I understand it might not be everybody's exact cup of tea, but we thought, why not? Let's change it up. Change it up today. And then I think on Thursday I might do some trucking this week. Hey, Jamie, there it is. It's a 56-month sub. The one and only. There we go. Even Mama Churi's cheering. Thank you, mate. Love you, bud. 11 hours? Oh, that's rookie numbers. Rookie numbers. Absolute rookie numbers. 11 hours sat at a chair. I think I'd probably average about 12 and a half, 13 at the moment. I mean, that's not something to be proud of, but mate, I hope you had an awesome stream. What did you do before the CRJ? I was like, look, oh yeah, you did Hamilton, didn't you? You did Melbourne and Hamilton. Or was it Hobart? Somewhere like that. Hobart, that was it. Melbourne to Hobart and back. And then CRJ. Very nice. Very nice. What was the scenery that you used for Alisund? I missed the landing, but I saw you just parking on stand whilst I was kind of finishing up my work day. It's Orbex. Nice. Oh, okay, right. I'm going to have to give that one a go then. What the heck is this music? Don't know if I like it. It's like it's trying to be Bad Omens, but it's not. Freeware looks good as well. Nice. Luke. Thank you for your concern. So yeah, that's our plan for today, folks. As I say, should be good fun. Should be a laugh. I'm a little bit concerned about the visibility into Kathmandu, but we'll see. It's fine, because Mac's flying the approach before us, so if it all goes wrong, he can let us know. Educational. It seems only appropriate we watch said clip. Adam, I'm not trusting you. After your trolling yesterday and everything, I'm not clicking on a link you send me. I'm sorry, you've lost my trust, mate. You've lost it. You'll clear away or light the pot. Yeah, you're just be the one to tell me, Matt, this is a very bad idea, or no, it's safe. I don't care if it's my clip or not. I've been streaming for so many years. It could be anything. I can defend Adam is a clip. Yeah, I can see it's a clip. I just don't know what of. Back up and running, the installation, the optimizer. Nice. Oh, awesome. There we go. Open it into another window. No! You've got to be punished for your... I don't know. Subordination. Right. Are we ready for top of drop? What's the transition level? I've not checked that yet. Transition level is 150. I should probably stick that in somewhere, shouldn't I? Oh, it's already in. Cool, right. Well, let's stick 15 in then. And we'll know that anything below this altitude will want to be on local pressure. Although it doesn't really matter because the local pressure is 1013. But hey, we'll be pedantic. Why not? It's one of the best clips ever from your channel. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I can volunteer a timeout if it's bad. No. 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 Not happening. Not happening. Trust has been lost. That's it. That's it. Then chat will never relive the moment. Well, they can click on the clip. There's nothing stopping them. You'll donate 100 gifted subs if you do. I somehow don't believe that, mate. Somehow don't believe that one. It's not fun to joke around with those kind of things. It's a very Kenko clip. Yeah, it's just you're just further proving my point of me not wanting to click on it, Ollie. I saw Ian land into Milford Sound earlier on in the A320 without any auto brakes. That took some guts. I think it was about 3/4 of the way down the runway where he realised that he had no auto brakes. Tom on YouTube asked, what's the best EGCC scenery? That's a very good question. I actually don't know. I think I've got the Mako Simulations one, but honestly, it's really not great. I think it's missing the newest pier and stuff. I can't remember. But yeah. Wasn't it Thai Models did one recently, but it's not good. Did you hear that Ian learned that Kentucky is a US state, not a variety of... He's so precious, isn't he? Sohan, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. What does the blue line on the N1 indicator mean? Oh, you're probably... that'll most likely mean where my throttle position is. There's an option you can turn on the PMDG 737 where you can see where your throttle position is. So you can match up your throttles with the N1 when you disconnect auto thrust. What is Alaska's Horizon callsign QXE? I think it's Horizon, isn't it? I don't know if this is discussed already, but we're going to get some nice water waves. Ooh. Oh, nice. New feature they've added. Ooh. Time model is far more accurate for its time, but I still pray Inibuild to do Manchester. Oh, that would be good. We should do a petition. Inibuild's Manchester. Can you imagine Inibuilds or Pyrigi Manchester? Pwah. Is this the second flight? No, this is only the first flight. This is the first of 3 flights today. Watching the Arsenal game today, Matt? No, I can't, because unfortunately with my new internet provider, who I do really love, the only bad thing is that the sports package, I can't get TNT Sports on the app. I can't get it on the Discovery Plus app. So the only way I can watch it is via my Sky thing or the box that they gave on the TV. So I can't watch it on my iPad. So annoying. The clip you posted on Twitter earlier today killed me. The reversing. Honestly, it made me feel so much better about myself. I was like, right, if a real world, if truck drivers in real world can be that terrible, I've got all the excuse in the world. Do you guys mind if we do some trucking or something on Thursday? Thursday's normally the busiest day of the week for me, and I don't quite know what time I'll be finishing work on a Thursday. So, and I was only supposed to be doing a 3-day streaming week this week, but we are doing 4 now. So I thought on Thursday we could do some trucking for a bit. We'll do a trucking Thursday stream, and then we'll do, normal flight sim on Friday. Have I seen this? I'm honestly so wary of clicking on clips at the moment. Trucking sounds good? Oh, yeah. Do you love the dilapidated cockpit texture pack? I think it's on flightsim.to. It does look better, though, doesn't it? You missed Sunday night trucking with Squirrel? We were actually discussing this last time we did some trucking on stream. He used to be all about the trucking, and now I don't think he touches it at all. Train sim? Nah, I hate trains. Can't stand them. In sim and in real world. Hate trains. I don't get them. I just don't. I just hate trains. I don't know why, I just hate them. I feel like it might be a good idea today if I turn off terrain inhibit. Farming sim? Oh god, I haven't done farming sim for ages. The problem with farming sim is that farming sim's bloody brilliant, but it's difficult to just play, to just pick up and play once every 6 months. You have to have some level of keeping on playing it. We're really struggling with that speed, so I'm just gonna open it up a bit. Whilst so you can not play it for ages and get back into it quite quickly, but it's a difficult game to just play one gaming session of and then not touch again. Who hates trains? Me. I can't stand the bloody things. I don't know why, I've just never liked them. Don't enjoy travelling on them. Don't enjoy anything about the rail network in the UK. Don't really get the fascination with it. I don't know. I feel like I look at trains the way people look at me about flight sim and aviation. Last time I tried to play train sim, it told me I was on strike and wouldn't let me go anywhere fair. Yeah, farming sim's good fun. Farming sim's good fun. I do miss playing farming sim. I just don't have the time for it. Bullet trains in Japan are nice to ride. Yeah, but I don't live in bloody Japan. I live in a country that couldn't run an efficient train line service to save its entire empire. Right. So we got about 15 minutes to land. Good. Good. This could be a very interesting approach, this. I mean, like, looking at that weather, I really do not think the RMP20 is going to be a good idea, but we'll see how we go. Adam's pretty much over the top of the airport now, so he'll be able to let us know if we need to switch it up. Let me know, Adam, because as much as I want to do the RMP20, if the visibility is too shit, I am on a bit of a schedule, so I don't just want to start faffing. I'd rather just switch up. Gregory, good evening. How you doing? Welcome. You join us descending into Kathmandu. Flying through the Himalayas today into Nepal. How did you change the exterior camera model so the plane isn't going up and down? That's just using the drone camera, mate. I've not changed any model. That's just the default drone camera. Just started working from home from 4 weeks ago. Life changing. It's yeah. It's certainly different, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not keen on this. I'm really sorry to whoever's requesting it. Oh my god, I'm even less keen on this song. I think I hate Duffy more than I hate Taylor Swift. What's TERR inhibit? Terrain inhibit. Because of this. I've turned off the terrain radar or terrain GPWS warning. With this switch there. We're doing song requests? Yeah, song requests are open for subs. They've been open for a couple of months for subs now. It's now !SR and then the name and the artist of the song or the Spotify link. Goes through Spotify now. What does GPWS stand for? Ground Proximity Warning System. The min vis is 3,500 meters. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, no METAR provided. Great. Oh, shit. It's got... Oh, wait, no, that's the other... Yeah, they're just not going to come up with anything. That's fine. By the way, second and third flights we're not doing on VATSIM, and I'm going to change the weather as well because I don't want to land at Lukla in real weather because it's just covered in snow and it's just... It doesn't look great, to be honest. Right, so restriction we've got... I'm going to just do speed intervene now. I'm going to whack 10,000 into there, and then I think it's standard pressure anyway, so we'll just go to 1013. And yeah, the seatbelt signs are on. Good. Yeah, 070 degrees, 5 knots, so it is a bit of a tailwind. Oh my goodness me, I need a stretch. I will turn the song requests or songs off after this song, but we should have time in the second flight to play some. So you're going to 747 to Lukla, right? Yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely. Nice call sign. A bit of Biman Bangladesh today. Biman Bangladesh. Oh, God. Come on. 12.5k files are now being optimized. Yeah, it's actually quite therapeutic watching them all be optimized, to be honest with you, More Dweller. It's actually quite therapeutic. It's weird. Right, let's stop it there. There we go. Turn up the sound of the sim a bit. Am I still part of Southwest Virtual? No, mate. I got kicked out because I didn't do a flight with enough recency. Horgy! Hello there! Oh my god, it's 5.5 years. Oh, did somebody try and do a Taylor Swift song request? Get wrecked. You think I haven't thought of that already? Nice try, Sonny Jim. Have we already scored? You're joking me. 4 minutes in. Get in. Horgy, I love you. How about Simfest Virtual? Who scored? Simfest Virtual. We could create our own virtual airline. Right. Mac, is it genuinely safe to land? It looks like... Oh, actually, he's on short final. He won't be able to respond. Just a picture of Benny on the tail. Correct. Now, actually, I want Benny's face right there on the nose. Right there. Am I coming May 4th? Sorry, we're doing a Simfest... Sorry, we're doing a Star Wars themed Simfest event. Of course I'm going. Who scored? Trossard. It was Leonardo Trossard. Why is it saying that we're 3,000 feet below profile all of a sudden? How many nautical miles have we got? 43. I don't feel like we're 3,000 feet below profile. I'm just going to give us that direct to Ratan again and see if it still thinks we are. No. There we go. That's what I thought. What was I going to say? Yes. So, yes, I will definitely be at the Simfest event. And I thought we were doing fancy dress as well. Organ Aviator. Hello. Welcome on YouTube. How you doing? 1-0 Trossard belted it. I'm so annoyed I can't watch the match right now. But this is my commitment to all of you, folks. This is my commitment to all of you. I'd much rather be flying to Mount Everest and Kathmandu and Lukla and everything today on stream than watching my beloved Arsenal. This looks a little bit daunting. You're working? That's disgusting. We are. I'm awaiting my costume instruction. Oh, I didn't even know we were having costume instructions. I'm also just going to watch the speed here. Well, yes. Well, I mean, I've got to be Chewbacca, don't I? I've got to be Chewbacca. I am going to set 4,700 in on the MCP. So, yeah, I need to order some Chewbacca stuff, don't I? I'm pretty sure Simon's going to be Princess Leia. So that'll be good. How do I open the door? No idea, Ollie. I've never flown them, mate.
788 located at Echo.
Oh, he's made it off at Echo. Nice. Yeah, we have the mask already. I need to get like a little. I need to get a little Chewbacca costume, don't I? Right, down we go. Drunken, we're winning at the moment, mate. Yeah, I'm all good. How are you, my dude? How are you? This weather looks lovely. God, I mean, look at that view. Look at that. That looks insane. Holy moly. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike. Do you still have the Chewbacca costume, which, Ash... Oh, I might do, but I don't think I want to wear that in the Simfest sim. Otherwise, I will absolutely overheat. Oh, more dweller. That's what it's all about here, Matt. I mean, the flying's like a secondary thing, to be honest with you. The flight simming's secondary. The primary reason I like to stream is to hang out and chat with everybody, to be honest. Right, I'm not going to be messing around with with configuration today. I'm slowing down early, and I don't give a damn. Oh, Lord, this is terrifying. Yeah, Borg, we're good, mate. We're all good. Why are we doing this approach? God. What the hell's the go around? I enjoyed having the HUD. Oh no. Mac, are you going to tell me that I shouldn't be doing this approach? Right, flaps 1. Is this active Sky? No, mate. MSFS default. How come you switched to YouTube live from Twitch? I've not switched. I'm doing both. I stream on YouTube and Twitch now. I used to only stream on Twitch because I had a specific custom like partner Twitch contract that meant that I could only stream on Twitch. But now that's gone. That's irrelevant nowadays, so yeah. Oh my lord above. I don't like this. I don't like it. Right, 20 miles. As I say, I'm not messing around with our configuration today because we do have a concern about terrain. The old phrase of we've no longer got a concern about terrain is not applicable here. Second flight will depart with live weather, but then we'll switch to, like, you know, clear skies or something when we're descending into Lukla, just so that we don't have the Lukla airport covered in snow. Because it does look a bit crap. Right, let's reduce even further. Let's go back to the flat 1 speed. I really don't care if we're doing this way too early. That's fine. I reckon we should be alright once we get below it. Am I still a Twitch partner? Yeah, I'm still a Twitch partner. It's just that my custom agreement, my custom partnership contract... Nice try, JBS, you troll. My custom partner agreement with Twitch is now superseded by the fact that there's just a general rule where you can multi-stream on Twitch. I had an email about it. It was at the end of last year. And then when I got the new internet, I thought I'd give it a go and see how we got on with streaming on both platforms. So, yeah. Nice try, JBS. Thank you for the cheer. Do I have any news about the PMDG 777? No, mate. Have a look on the PMDG forums. That's where they post all the news. That ND looks terrifying. I mean, there were about 8 pages of just the go-around, so yeah. Oh, Fishy! Hello! Good timing! Very good timing. You join us doing this. Right, we need to be max 165 knots here, so let's go gear down flaps 15. And we'll go to 160. Fishy, thank you so much, mate. A tier 3 sub and for over 3 years strong. You are an absolute legend. Hugely appreciate that, mate. Thank you so, so much. Right, we need to pause the alerts then. We need to pause the alerts. Because it is crunch time. Carbon, good to see you, mate. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, the chart gave me anxiety, right? I know. Snooze the ads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Toby Eye Tracker ready just in case we want it. What a ridiculous approach. I'm so glad I've done terrain inhibit. Who the hell dreamt this one up? I mean, look at that. It looks so good. Right, flaps 40. And it was 139, so it's going to be 144. Again, I don't care that we've got 7 miles. I really don't. Alright, should we have a bit of fun? Chat, where the fudge is the runway? God, look at how much N1 I've got in the aircraft. Flat 40 at 6,000 feet, and I'm at like 73% N1. I'm quite scared. I can't see a runway. I'm literally just following my flight directors like they are the only thing in the world right now. I've got to add more power in. Why so much flappage? Because we're not exactly very light. The elevation's 4,400 feet, and I want to make it vacate about 2/3 of the way down the runway. Visual. Some of that power off now.
Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums.
Slightly overshot the turn, but that's fine. Ignoring the ignoring the flight director.
200.
Speed's good.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse as normal. Well, that was fun. I think that's the exit I want there, isn't it? Manual brakes. Forward idle. Not quite going to make it off there, I don't think. I think what we can do, though, is we can do a cheeky little turn here, though. There we go! Well, did we all enjoy that? Probably not the best conditions for that approach, but very good fun indeed. Sorry, I hate the turning circle in this thing. With the differential braking, it's so difficult to turn. Are we doing the return? No, we are not doing the return because we're off somewhere else. We're off somewhere even more interesting. We're switching up aircraft after this, and we're going to be flying to Lukla. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that airport. Alright, let's just go and get some things cleaned up in here. When is FS Expo? 2 months. 2 months. I think it's like the 21st. It's actually down in the description. If you look at down in the description, the date should be there. 21st to the 23rd of June. Woo! Well, that was fun. Oh. Why are there no... parking 6. Oh, wait, no. Is that what I want? What plane? So we're actually going to be in the... We're going to be in the default Cessna 208 Caravan for the next flight, but it should be really good fun, actually, with the Garmin avionics and everything in it. Get rid of that now. Good, there we go. APU's just come in. So this is freeware scenery, by the way, if you folks wondered. Yeah, awesome freeware scenery for Kathmandu. So if you want to give this approach a go yourself, you most certainly can do. Not the 737, no, definitely not. No, I'm not in the Twin Otter. I was debating doing it in the Twin Otter, but I've not updated it for ages. Right, I will unpause alerts. Here's our stand. I'm actually very happy with how that went. Do I have the Kodiak? No, I don't think I do. I don't really fly GA, guys. You've got to remember that I really very rarely touch GA. Yeah, it's pretty good freeware. There's even a GSX profile for it. Why does it look like the weather's clearing up? Okay, maybe it doesn't over there. Just the apron. There's Mac over there, parked up. Thanks for flying along, Mac. Very much appreciated. Always nice to have some company. Right, parking brake is set. APU's good to go. So we'll whack 2 blue, 1 red. Engines are DEAD dead. There we go. What a flight. What a freaking flight. That approach was unbelievable. We're going to have a look back at it on Volanta in a second, everyone. So seatbelts off, anti-collision. I'm not going to bother with GSX, if you don't mind. I know we've got it loaded there, but I'll reset the position in a moment, just because we are going to be switching up aircraft shortly. But yeah, so if we go and get that in, there we go. Yeah, this is really good freeware. I mean, there's some incredible freeware sceneries in MSFS, like some unbelievable ones. But yeah, if you guys want to try out that approach yourself. Sceneries available on flightsim.to, completely free of charge. You just have to deal with their download speeds, which is never a fun experience. And it certainly does the job. What an approach. God, the weather here is just wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, there's a Qatari 787 that flies in here. Qatari 787 from Doha flies in here. There's all sorts of routes that go to Kathmandu. Beautiful. Right, I guess the only other thing I could do, I guess, would be to switch off the AP and put the ground power on, but we can kind of just leave it as we are, to be honest. Isolation valve, I guess, but yeah. There we have it. What a flight. So, let's go and check out Volanta, shall we? Let's go and see how we did. Back to flights. There we go. Has it got it? Ah, haha, it does. So, there was our departure out. From Dhaka, we had full ATC for departure, which was very nice. And then flew all the way in, and there is the approach. I mean, look at that. Considering we disconnected the autopilot here, and I pretty much just followed it on the flight director, I don't think we did too bad there. Let's go and have a look. Landing rate. Oh, I mean, I'm fine with that. A 329, 1.08 G-force. Yeah, probably just a little touch too little on the flare. Could have given a little bit more on the flare and we would have been fine, but my aim was to try and make it off Echo, and we were smack bang in the centre line, so I'm gonna take it. What an approach, eh? What an approach. And now we're going to Lukla. God, can you add me back on Volanta? Yeah, I had everybody who adds me on Volanta, so if you are on Volanta and you want to track the flights, just send me a friend request. Do you use the premium version? Yeah, I have the premium version of Volanta. Yeah, I do indeed. I do indeed. Amazing. Well, that was very, 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 very good fun. I hope you all enjoyed that. So, let's go and start to get set up, because we've got 2 more flights to do today, folks. 2 more flights. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM now. So, Mac, thanks again once more for flying. I'm going to go and get set up for the second flight, and then we'll go and move the aircraft and see if we can get it set up. I won't be a moment. So, VNKT to VNLK. Cool, so that's the title updated on Twitch. VNKT to VNLK's on there. Oh, actually, it doesn't really matter on there because I'm going to use a different overlay now. Do I have Bing Maps on? Yeah, of course I do. Got default maps on. Right, I'm going to get rid of VPilot and stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, folks, this is going to look a little bit weird, but because I'm not actually loading out of the scenario, I'm just loading... I'm going to load another aircraft and stay in the scenario. I'm just going to close off the screen because otherwise it looks super weird. What the heck is this song? I'm going to... What is it? It's awful. Oh, God, I haven't heard this song for a while. I haven't had this song for a while. Right, okay. And then I'm just going to like slew myself into position on another apron. I don't even know if I'm going to the right apron. This is such a good song. This is a good song for when you're just cruising. Right, so I'm literally just moving myself around now, and then I'm going to set up the aircraft. So just give me a minute to kind of get myself set up. I need to like shut off the engines and things, and then we'll be good. Right. Right. And then I'm just going to make sure that things are turned off. Have they scored? Oh, good. They haven't scored. Right. I'm just making sure that things are turned off, which I think they are. And then we're good to get back in. Right. There we are. Look at that. As if by magic. As if by magic. We're suddenly at the other side of the apron and suddenly in a different aircraft. Still 1-0. Right. So I'm going to switch over to this screen, I think. And again, as much as I love this, we can maybe have it again in the cruise. I will turn it off for now. There we are. So, plan for this one. We actually have got a flight plan. I'm not going to do it on SimBrief, but we will go and load it into here. So let's click unload on this. We're going to go new flight. And then I've got a routing. So we're going to go VNKT. Destination is VNLK. Add to route. And then the actual routing itself, we're flying this VFR, which is fun in this weather. So we're going to go direct to Kilo Tango 965, then direct to Likhu, and then direct to Victor November Lima Delta. There we go. That's the route. Oh, I don't know why it's not giving us that. Victor November Lima Delta is another airport, which is over towards here. So, although for some reason I can't see in there. So essentially what we'll do is we'll fly out VFR from Kathmandu. We'll depart 20, get airborne, get above the terrain, turn left, go direct to here, fly here, and then Victor November Lima Delta is basically to the south of Kathmandu, and we'll turn in towards the valley. And then we'll fly in like so. I'm going to fly in real weather for the departure. And then when we reach the turn to go towards the valley, I'm going to switch away from live weather. Just because I don't want there to be snow all over the runway and the apron at Lukla. It just looks a little bit weird. All right. So, yeah. Second flight. Let's do this. This is different, isn't it? This feels weird. Flying something like the Cessna Caravan. But hey, here we are. What we will go and do is we're just going to have a look at weight and balance. I mean, I think we're fine, aren't we? We'll add a bit in as if there's a few more people on board, maybe. There we go. So we're fine on the way. I guess I'll take a little bit of extra fuel. I don't know. We're not going to be at max takeoff weight there, so that's fine. And it looks like we're good on the CG position. So let's go and see if we can get this aircraft started. So first things first, battery on. And we'll go and get the nav lights on and the beacon lights on. Then we'll go and close the red switch there, I think. And then we want to hit the starter motor on. I can't remember how I get the actual thing to go itself. Oh, I know. I need to get the No, that's the fuel boost. So fuel boost is there. Get rid of the avionics. Where's the actual starter on this thing? I've forgotten. Oh, it's actually turning. It's going. Condition lever can go to low idle. There we go. Because I've not got the avionics turned on. I can't see what it's doing. There we go. Now I can see my NG. So NG's got to be about 50%. And then we can pull that all the way forward. That's at full max. Good. Nice to see you finding a fun way to do some GA. Yeah, well, this is it. It's something a bit different, but it's fun, right? You know, it's not my normal kind of thing. I don't really enjoy doing GA a tremendous amount, but for this kind of reason, I thought, why the heck not? Why the heck not? Let's do something else, right? Okay, right. So air conditioning, I'm just kind of leaving all of that. I'm just leaving all of this stuff, to be honest with you. Avionics is on. That's all fine. I don't think I've got any warnings. So we can actually get going with the flight plan. Because we've not put any of that in. So let's go flight plan. Let's go origin. And we are today. This is going to take a little. Actually, wait. Can I type? I don't think I can. Oh, I wish I could type. So VNKT. There we go. Enter. So that's that. Then we're going to go en route. We're going to Kilo Tango 965. So Kilo. Tango. I hope you all enjoy this, folks. It's something a bit different. It takes a bit of planning to do this kind of thing. So I really hope it's fun and you folks enjoy this one. Then we're going to Lick. L-I-C-L. No, sorry. L-I-A-H-U. Very interesting waypoint name. Feel the hypoxia already. We've got some air conditioning and stuff on, don't we? Or have I done something wrong? You can import the flight plan if you made it with SimBrief. Oh, really? Oh, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered with SimBrief. It's fine. Right, that's good. And then we want Victor November Lima Delta. It's quite fun planning it manually. Oh. I have a Star Wars light. Hey, nice. Oh, it's the Back to the Future logo. That's cool. So Victor November Lima Delta. That's... Oh. Come on. Yes, correct. And what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to put the altitude here. So we're going to go VFR. So we're going at 13,500. $13,500. And then the destination is VNLK. Almost there now. VNLK, Lukla, good. And then we'll go and click. We'll hover over VNLK and we'll go and do procedures. We're going to do select approach, visual 06, and then the straight in approach. And then we'll just give ourselves a direct to final. No minimas. That's fine. Good. So that should all now be there, I think. Has that loaded it in? Oh, why didn't that load it in? Oh, load. Load. There we go. Good. So now we're going to have some sort of a VNAV profile as well. So let's go and set up the autopilot. So cruise is 13.5. Not going to brave 2.4. Could you imagine it? Press the white thing in the middle near the letter appear, maybe then you can... Oh, it's fine. We've done it now. Thank you then, mate. So we're going to depart out of here VFR. We're literally going to depart 20 and just make a left-hand turn. So there is 13.5. We'll put in runway heading. Oh my god, so much scrolling. Of 200. And then glide is going to be about 80 knots in this thing. Okay. Enter. There we go. So Q&H is showing 2988. Let's just make sure that's correct. Yeah, 2988. I don't know if I can make the flight directors go into like a toga mode. Does anybody know how you do that in this aircraft? Is there like a... Can I press go around? Will that do it? Oh, Cam, gifting us up to Back to the Future 88. Oh, God, that's put us in reverse thrust. No, thanks. Thank you very much, Cam. Yassine's here on YouTube. Oh, my goodness me. Yes, hello, mate. I've just missed you. Yes, I'm so sorry. Your message has been here for a while. I've been in a flight sim streaming what feels like forever, but could not notice the stream in Bangladesh. Hope you're well. Oh, yes, what a legend. Gosh. That's a blast from the past. I haven't seen that name for a while. Cam, thank you, mate. Gifted sub to Back to the Future. And then Dan with 8 months. Goodness me. Thank you very much. Goodness me. Right. So we need to go there. That's the takeoff approach flap setting. Oh, I feel bad if I've missed Yass's message on YouTube now. I hope he's still here. Right. Taxi light on. I don't know if I need any of this stuff on. Anti-ice. No, that's fine. I don't think so. I don't think I can do anything with that button either. Right, okay, so taxi. Well, the runways is just there. So, let's get this show on the road. Let's go to Lukla, everybody. Here we go. Try and miss that citation longitude. Creak, creak, creak. The only thing is I don't think I've got a GSX not a GSX, an FS realistic profile for this thing. So I think like everything will be turned on. Profile cloud. See, this is annoying. I feel like things have changed with FS realistic and it's got like this thing where like you can't actually search for stuff anymore. I don't know how to do it. I wonder if I just copy if I've got like one for the TBM. Just hold short here. Right, if I click copy on that. There we go. We'll go with that profile. Right. So, strobe lights can go on. Landing lights can go on. We are good to go. Was the PC-12? I just couldn't remember how to fly it, quite frankly. And this thing you start up in, well, as you can see, about 2 minutes. I just fancy something different. I know the PC-12 is different, but I just fancy, I don't know, I just fancy this. In the mood for it. Why is it whenever I download liveries and put it in my community folder, they never show up? You might have the sim structure done incorrectly, or, I don't know, what liveries are you doing? What kind of file types? You're the first person I've heard reporting that. Pitot heats on? Where are the pitot heats in this thing? Question. Hey, Fatboy Fat here. Hello, good to see you, mate. Not ads now. Really, is an ad come through? All right, we'll hold. Again, Twitch. We'll hold that while we find the pitot switches. Oh, I should probably put those. Oh, I can't put those on. Is that the pitot heats? There's nothing there. What? That's the starter, that's the fuel boost, that's the battery. Do I need the fuel boost on now? That's the next question. I don't know. I didn't even have the battery on this whole time. Honestly, Pitot Heat, I've got no idea. If anybody knows where it is, no idea. Oh, I don't know if I like this GBM thing. Right, ad break's finished. We should be back now. Green switches on the left. Yeah, I've done that. Stall heat, I can't do. Wing light, I don't need. That's fluid control. I don't need any of that. Well, I've got that on, so we'll go with that. Right. Let's get this show on the road. Wish me luck. This could go terribly. Mind if I have a checklist? What's a checklist? So we're going to rotate at about 70 knots. I haven't done anything with trim, I've just remembered. There we go. Cool. So we're climbing at about 70 knots for now. Get ourselves clear of any terrain. Or at least try to. And then we'll make this left-hand turn here. Right, let's dip the nose and accelerate. Start to raise the flaps. Beautiful. You can hardly see the terrain. Right, now we're going to aim to climb at about 90 knots. That's what we're aiming for. So we can go flight level change. Heading select. And then get the autopilot in. And hopefully that should follow it quite nicely. So we're on 90 knots there, that's fine. And then we need to bring the prop back now. No, not that. No! I haven't got a key binding for it, so you'll have to forgive me. So let's just bring that prop back a touch. Aim for about 1800 on the RPM. Right, so there's 90 knots. We're on a heading select at the moment. That's absolutely fine. And then we'll get some more power in just to increase that rate of climb. And we'll go back into the flight plan. And we'll select another direct Kilo Tango 965. And then go nav. And off we go. Well, that went alright, didn't it? Got a nightmare trying to trim the Cessna, then found out, it was your old controller jittering. Oh, faff. I think we can climb at about 95 knots. So we've got RPM at 1800. We're in the cyan marker there on the power. We're direct Kilo Tango 965, 95 knot climb, up to 13,000 feet in altitude selected. Good, that's us on our route. So, you folks, well, we were listening to Coldplay, so let's do it again. going to be quite appropriate. Not change the reg or anything like that. But we'll keep live weather on until we turn in towards the valley at Lukla. Your test order just came in and I overestimated how much space I have. Why does that not surprise me? Is that Chewie being a magenta child with the routing? Oh yes, I think it's a realistic routing that they do at Kathmandu. Ooh. What's the ETA? Good question. Good question. I think it's about a 30-minute flight total. Around about that. So it's not too bad. Sharp as here. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Oh, you got the Springfield scenery. Nice. Very good. Surprisingly, both children are still awake and helped put it all away. Oh, very good. Very good. You won the Kanko giveaway. Nice. Yeah, we ran 2 giveaways yesterday. It was awesome. Really enjoyed that new scenery, actually. I love the way that we're, like, as soon as we get out the way of Kathmandu, straight away the weather's, like, improving. This looks beautiful. Stream look all okay, folks, yeah? Quality's all good, volumes are all good. I thought it might be just easier just not to use the overlay at the top. I couldn't be bothered faffing loads with changing it all. Beautiful. It's been so long since we've flown this thing. Good evening, Flightbox. How you doing? How you doing, mate? A vibe. That's it. That's what we're going for today. A vibe. Something a bit different. Where do I install the Phoenix liveries from flightsim.to? Do I put them in my community folder? Yes. At half time. Half time. Half time. Half time. How do you pick out the flights you do? My ideas run dry quite quickly. I mean, I've been doing this for going on 9 years now, so I don't know. I use Flight Radar usually to just kind of go and have a look around, see what, you know, I'm in the mood for. It depends. You know, I'll either choose like, oh, I'm in the mood to fly out of a particular airport, or I'm in the mood to fly a particular airline, or I'm in the mood to fly a particular aircraft, or, yeah, as I say, aircraft or airline. And I'll just kind of pick from that, really. Today, today's crazy flight that we're doing, we just made this one up yesterday on stream. Yeah, we just made this one up yesterday. I was asking chat what they wanted to see on today's stream. I was like, hey, what should we do tomorrow? And I can't remember. I think somebody said like, oh, Lukla. And I just came up with this concept where we do, you know, a flight into Kathmandu in an airliner, and then switch to a prop aircraft to go from Kathmandu to Lukla, and then switch to a helicopter to go to Mount Everest Base Camp. So as I say, we've got one more flight to do after this, folks. We're not finished yet. We're going to fly into Lukla, and then we're switching to the helicopter, and we're going to fly up to the Mount Everest Base Camp. And that flight should be around 10-15 minutes. So it's awesome. It should be good. The sim volume is low. Yeah, Igor, the sim volume will be low because on my Twitch channel I'm playing some music right now. So, I mean, I can turn it up, but I don't know how that would affect the Twitch stream. Unfortunately, you can't hear the music on YouTube because of copyright rulings. Are you going to switch to a walking sim once at base camp? God, that would be fun. You can do it with FS Realistic, can't you, I think? Take a look at the latest message from Matthias. Oh, can you link it? It's much easier. Much easier. Can this be a new Tuesday thing? Airliner prop to helicopters to reach a random destination? I don't know. I don't know if I'd said it as like a weekly thing. But we can certainly try and add some more variation in for sure. I suggested Everest. Ah, that was it. Yeah, I couldn't remember if somebody requested, like, said to do Lukla or something. But it was like, yeah, somebody said Everest. That was it. And I was like, ooh. Got the Thrustmaster Yoke arriving tomorrow. And then... Oh, wow. Ooh. Oh, enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. Flight to Nice, then chopper over to Monaco would be cool. Yeah. Well, I remember we were going to do a thing years ago in Truck Sim where we did a flight into an airport and then picked up and then switched to Truck Sim and did some trucking out of that airport to like a destination with some cargo. But it's just such a faff changing over all the equipment. So, yeah. Ah! I don't know what this reaction's going to get. Michael's not enjoying it. Dies of cringe. I can't skip it. Skip? Nah, I can't skip this. Can't skip this. Very cheesy, isn't it? Very cheesy. Ah, is that cruise? It is cruise. Right, so that's going to speed us up a bit. We've also got a beautiful 24 knot tailwind. So that's not bad. I think you will probably be cruising at about 140 knots or so. 130, 140 knots. But we're good. Props at about 1800. The torque's in the blues or the cyan band. So we just leave it. We don't need to do anything. Just send you 2 pleasing pictures on WhatsApp if you get a second. Oh, did you now? That sounded bad. Yeah, that sounded absolutely terrible, darling. Do I need to make sure that my phone screen is not visible on stream? Oh, bless her. My 5-year-old stepdaughter has not only now got an absolutely massive flight deck graphic on her wall, she's also got plain windows, like stickers on the wall. So it's like she's looking out from a plane on the wall. There we go. Talk about having an influence. Very good. There we go. There we go. 2 hours in and not at Mount Everest. No, mate, it's weird, isn't it, when you take different flights to different locations? Takes a little while. Takes a little while. It'd be a bit of crap stream if I just finished the whole thing in 2 hours. Good evening, Guan, here on YouTube as well. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Right. Now, if I get rid of that, that should follow it. So there's the routing. So what we'll do is, after we turn over Victor November Lima Delta, we'll make a left-hand turn here. We'll take ourselves direct to the waypoint final, and that will take us through the valley, and we'll even get a VNAV descent path. And when we're like kind of established on this northerly track, that's when I'm going to turn off the live weather. But yeah, we'll keep it on for now because we've probably got a pretty good ground speed, I would have thought. Yeah, we got like a 200 knot ground speed right now. 140 knots indicated. We got a 23 knot tailwind as well. So ground speed with our elevation is showing just shy of 200 knots. That's pretty good. Take that. Chris, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Welcome, welcome. On your phone, you're... Oh, well, you never know, Becca. Look at that. Bit of depth of field mode. Bit of depth of field. Oh dear. I hope I sleep well tonight. I really do. Assume you're watching the football tonight. No. Because I can't access TNT Sports anymore unless I'm at home on my TV. Sucks. What heli am I taking to Everest? It's the Cowan Sim H125. Yeah, Cowan Sim H125. It's very good. I don't know what time we're going to be landing. It says our top of descent's in about 13 minutes. And then, you know, so I reckon another, well, 20 minutes at the very most, if that, until we land. Oh, I've just realised I've not loaded anything into Volanta. Can I just enter a text room? There we go. So, wait, what was it? Yang? Sorry, Kilo Tango 965. No. There we go. That says an SR22, which isn't correct, but whatever. Can I switch that, or do I have to actually make an aircraft? Oh, I don't know if I can be bothered. What a song! I'm sure I'll have a running commentary. Yeah. I've been doing all your flight training in the G1000, and there are loads of things it does that it never tell you to do. Yeah. I'm absolutely positive of that. I'd be interested to know how much is actually modelled in the sim. So, yeah. An IRL streamer streamed his heli flight from Enki to Enki. Oh, really? Nice. Oh, I'd quite like to do a heli flight for this route. Maybe we should have done the heli to Lukla. But it's fine, something a bit different. There we go. Ground speed's over 200 knots now. Lovely. I don't know when we'll exactly specifically see Everest, but we're certainly in that region now, aren't we? Everest is there. No, it's not. It's there. So it's kind of directly on our 10 o'clock right now. I think it's there. See you later, Becca. It's because all default planes have that as the reg. So yeah. Sure isn't Kilimanjaro. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. Ben Nevis, yeah. I'm so stoked about that Kathmandu arrival. That was wild. Crazy. Near Mount Chimborazo. Truest tallest mountain that's 7,000 feet taller than Everest. Oh, wow. Oh, relative to the Earth's center. That's pretty cool. At least above the sea. Yeah. Oh, excuse my yawning. Sorry. Why can I not click the button? So what's it saying in here? It's saying, yeah, like less than 10 minutes to top of descent. Although that's showing a VS target of only 1.5 degrees nose down. Which is pretty interesting. Why is that only 1.5? Pretty sure we can achieve a 3-degree descent in this thing. There we go. Oh, so now that's saying top of descent in 12 minutes, but I mean, that's not far out. So I reckon about another 15 minutes and we should be down on the ground. Is this aircraft totally default? Yeah, I think it is. Actually, it might have the Navigraph, stuff, like the integration, but yeah. Finally made it. Hey, nice, small dweller. Did you check what the sim file like size was in comparison? What a song. What I'm gonna do is check that. Yeah. Obviously, the terrain isn't gonna look absolutely amazing here, but in its defense, you know, we are in quite a different region. We're getting a little bit of bobbing. It's not like in the winds at the moment, is it? My indicated airspeed's dropped quite a bit. So we're 24 nautical miles out from the turn into the valley. Yeah, we can't go around at this airport, true. Very true indeed. Yeah, we kind of got to nail this one, don't we? Hello, Mungo. How are you? Fuck's sake. Circle to land at Lukla. Yeah, you wish, mate. You wish. You wish, Sonny Jim. Am I going to regret turning some requests on? Do I need to have a look at some of these and get rid of them? You're all terrible. Utterly terrible, the lot of you. Look at that view. That looks insanely good. You can go around. The question is, are you willing to risk it? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I am, if I'm honest. This is why I don't fly GA. I'm like bored. Like, I don't know. There's something about GA. I think it's just because it's so slow. Like, I know, like, I do much longer flights with autopilot engaged in airliners, but I don't know, I think it's just because you're traveling faster. I just get less bored. Whilst now I'm like, come on, hurry up, I want to get there. You definitely want to be sitting on the left-hand side of the aircraft for this flight, wouldn't you? Yeah, I mean, what's the better view? Don't get me wrong, that's a gorgeous view, but that or that? Yeah. Oh, look at this. Ground speed's now at 208 knots. Yes, please. Come on. It's great fun in the real world because you're actually seeing cool stuff, but in the sim, the novelty of it being a sim wears off quite quickly, I think. Yeah. Yeah. 210 knot ground speed. Oh, yes. So we got to remember that we're going to make that turn and then go direct to final. A glass bottom would be interesting to have in the plane. Oh my god, could you imagine it? Look at that down there. That looks so cool. I think some really high fidelity level business jets would help with the GA stuff. I don't even class a business jet as GA though, I feel. Because you pretty much operate it like it's an airliner. Almost. I do enjoy doing some stuff, you know, like I like the TBM. You know, put me in a TBM and I have a great time and stuff. But yeah. 37.8 to 13.9. Oh, well, there you go then. That's exactly what I've got, more dweller. Well done, mate. Good stuff. I'm glad that helped. Hopefully that'll help a bit with performance. You know, it might not completely radicalize everything, but it will certainly help. Certainly. Good to see an appropriate plane for Lukla and not an A320. Yeah. Had to do something just a little bit appropriate. not a big Foo Fighters fan, but gotta love this song. Right, 10 miles until we make the turn. 10 miles. Twin Otter is super fun. Yeah, I honestly don't know why I didn't do the Twin Otter. I have got the Aerosoft Twin Otter, but I can't remember what version of it I've got, and if I probably need to see what updates on the Aerosoft One app and see what I've got. I don't know why I fancied this over the Aerosoft Twin Otter. I just kind of did. I knew that this thing was like, you know, I could get it started up in just a matter of seconds and get going. You're off into Cairo now. Oh, nice. Oh, Chris, sorry, mate. Yeah, you do have to be a sub to do a song request. That is how it works. That is how it works. You do need to be a sub. Look at this. 230 knots ground speed. Wow. There's a few new update as far as I know. Oh, really? Okay. How you doing, MJ? Good to see you. Thanks for following on YouTube, my dude. Welcome, welcome. Did you can your FS overlay? No, we did it for the first flight, but just for the second 2 flights that we're doing today, I just didn't bother with it. Yeah. Oh, Cam! Hey, what a legend. Gifting a sub to Chris. There it is. Chris, song request are yours, my friend. There you go. Cam, thank you for the generosity, mate. The mask goes on. And Chris is back in the crew. There it is. Thank you very, 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 very much, mate. So, yeah. Basically, again, if you're just joining us or you've not kind of seen what we're doing today and why we're doing this, we're doing 3 flights today in 3 separate aircraft. So, we did a flight from Dhaka to Kathmandu in the Biman Bangladesh Boeing 737 with a ridiculous RNP approach into Kathmandu that was very good fun. Now we're obviously flying into Lukla from Kathmandu, so we've now taken the passengers in this fictitious scenario of... oh, here we go, here's the turn. In our fictitious scenario, they have landed into Kathmandu, gone across the apron, got into this Cessna 208, and are now going into Lukla. Here's the valley. And then they're gonna get transported out of the Cessna 208 caravan and into the Cowan Sim H125 helicopter up to base camp for Everest. Right, I need to be prepared because we're going to take out live weather. Let's do it now, actually, I think. So we're going to go out live weather, and I mean, I might as well just go... Yeah, honestly, I might as well just go clear skies, because it pretty much was anyway. And then the only thing that I need to do is just do 29902. I have to play this for Mungo. This is the last song request of the night. I don't really know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Just for you, Mungo. There you go. Right, and then I need to go direct final now. So direct final, enter, activate. This is the Kenyan national anthem. Yeah, there we go. You're standing on your bed saluting. We scored again! Mama Chewy, can you hear that? You can probably hear that. I'm so annoyed I'm not able to watch this match right now. Mungo, you enjoying the football? Sorry, as much as I love Ben Platt and that song. You did hear that. There you go. That's Mama Chewy watching the football for you all. CJ in YouTube. Hi, Chewy. Remember talking to you at last year's Expo about Gillingham. Delightful Gillingham. My lovely girlfriend from Gillingham is, well, who used to live in Gillingham, is joining me at Expo this year, CJ. The Kenyan national anthem is the only thing that was able to cheer me up. There we go. There we go. Oh, poor old Mungo. Right, okay, so we have got 9,900 feet in armed. We can go and arm... Where are you, VNAV? There it is. So VNAV parts in white. And we'll actually descend on the VNAV pass, so there we go. Into the valley, into Lukla. Your local pub are playing their first home match of the season tonight, so looking forward to going. Oh, nice. I read that as local pub, not local club. Biman means aeroplane in Bangla. Oh, there we go. Here it is. Who scored? Ben White. Nice. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Was it from a corner? I've got Foo Fighters stuck in my head now. Look at that view. Look at the size of them mountains. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right. Okay then. Are we ready for this? I hope so. It's certainly going to be an interesting one. I can see that the VNAV path is alive. And so we should start our descent soon. I just love this display. Like the fact that we've got like the synthetic vision with the display with the terrain and everything. What do you think your first 777 flight will be? Probably something out of Payne Everett. Probably a delivery flight. I don't know just yet, to be honest. I know PMDG are actually like organising. Oh god, somebody actually posted a PMDG forum link, but I missed it. Sorry. Yeah. Good. Right. So in the descent, we'll start to slow ourselves down gradually. But here we go. So Lukla is located, I think, just over there where I'm circling. And then we'll come back round and go up this valley here towards base camp. Right, there's descent. Here we go. What's this? We're not quite there yet. No biggie though. Progress is smooth sailing. Just a few nips and tucks here and there. So all that guessing in the T, it's just necessary stress and makes it like we're dragging our feet. But trust me, we're not. Cool. What could go wrong? Everything. Right, what I do need to do is drop that power back. Start to think about speed here. Thanks, Joey, for that. Ethiopian? Oh, that's a cool one. Two weeks notice is stupid. You lot are so impatient. So funny. My favourite thing about the 777 is it'll come out and then the next question will be, right, as soon as it comes out, it'll be, when's the 747 out? I'll never forget the day I first streamed the Tollis A340 and it was pre-release as well, and the first question I saw in chat was, okay, what are they making next? What are they making next? Is that another one? Sorry, I do apologise about Mama Chewy. Yeah, when's the 737 MAX out? Yeah, that's it. There's the airport, by the way. I'm so sorry about Mama Chewy, chat. She's enjoying the football, which is good. Right, let's go and take a notch of flaps. Neil Havertz, was it? Nice. Hello there. Cool. Thanks for the follow. What plane are we in? We're flying the default Cessna 208 Caravan at the moment, which is an aircraft that will regularly fly into Lukla. They even said there is a possibility for PMDG 78. Where did they explicitly say that? David, hey, just joined in. Has anyone heard anything about Beyond ATC release? No, they said it was soon, but soon in flight sim terms could mean 3 days or 3 years. No TBM? Nah, I thought I'd do something like this instead. Right, so that is flaps all the way back to the landing detent now. We need to add some power in, and let's get that prop going. All the way as well. Good. Hello there, thank you for the follow as well. Brittany Burst. Right, I will mute alerts because we're just about to come in. Landing. Now, I'm not flown here for a long time, so wish me luck. Are you going to get MSFS 2024 when it comes out? Of course, I actually work for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so yes. Yes, I definitely will be. Listen, I hope I will. It still feels weird when I say that, you know. I still get I get a lot of imposter syndrome. Right, autopilot's out. Let's hope we don't mess this one up. Loki probably already has it. No, I don't, mate. I don't. Wish I did. Right, so we're going to aim for about 80 knots. Don't forget, this isn't the final flight of the night, folks. We're going up that valley next. It's Mount Everest Base Camp. I'm absolutely terrified for this landing, I'm not going to lie. Please mess it up. Oh, I mean, I probably will. Look at the slope. I mean, it's just stupid. Speed's good. To reverse. We don't need it. I don't think. There we go. We're down. Nice. I think the FS realistic profile thinks that we're literally on a roller coaster ride. I didn't even feel like there was anything wrong with that, but yeah, we were on the numbers, weren't we? Right, turning circle. Didn't think there was anything wrong with that. Flaps up the way and we'll turn in here. Well, welcome down to Lukla, everybody. This is the Lime Sim Lukla, by the way. Lime Sim, published by Aerosoft Lukla scenery. Oh, I thought that was alright. I didn't think there was much wrong with that. I think it looked very dramatic with the FS realistic profile. Trying to turn this thing's more interesting. There we go, that'll do. We're in somewhat. There we are. Right, so parking brake set. Let's go and bring that back to low idle. We'll actually go and turn some things off now. So we're going to get in a helicopter after this chat and go to Mount Everest Base Camp, as we say. So we are not finished yet. That was good fun, though. There we have it. Yeah, H125. That's exactly what we're going to fly. Right, let me have a look. I don't want to try and make excuses. It obviously wasn't the softest landing in the world. But what is the touchdown main? Oh yeah, it's at oh no, that's the sound. Maybe it was just quite heavy. There it is. Right. I'm really not worried about too much about like shutting down the aircraft properly. I'll just turn those things off. There we go. You can go off. Pretend we know what we're doing to turn this aircraft off. And that'll do. Beautiful. So yeah, scenery, as I say, this is Lime Sim, but published by Aerosoft. They're Lukla scenery. I mean, is that somebody literally lying down on the apron? Are you okay? She's just dancing. Just chilling. She's having a great time. She's excited to get on the heli. That's what it is. But it's pretty cool. Some nice details that they've included. Oh, look, they've even included people walking up here, their little spotting area. Can you imagine it? Look at that. That looks so cool. I couldn't even imagine, like, you know, trying to actually fly here in real life. Freaking cool scenery, though, isn't it? Got a little cafe, the nest at Lukla. We've got somebody doing the gardening with a dog there to help. Got some flags. Love it. Awesome little scenery. Oh, look, they've even got a little gator. Little John Deere gator style thing. Next to the ATC tower. And then this is where we're going to be going next. Down here to the heli apron. So they've got lots of custom animation things going on. Look, they've even got a little John Deere Gator style thing driving around here. And this is the style of aircraft that we're flying in, actually. There you go, the Squirrel H125. So that's exactly what we're going to be flying in a second. Not the same livery. There we go. Have we scored again? 4. Oh my God, Chelsea are absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. I'm so sad I'm not watching the match, but we're having way too much fun doing this. Okay, so it says it was a 7:13 landing rate. Oh, I mean, come on though. We were like smack bang on. It says I was off to the right. I don't believe that. I'm not too sure I believe that. 7:13. All right, whatever. I'm blaming the slope. I'm blaming the slope. Right, so what we need to do is I need to unpause alert. I'll just go and put a little bit of music on. Oh no, I'm not listening to that. We'll have this, I guess, for a moment. And then I need to go and get ourselves set up for the next one. So let's go and change things up. Give me just a second. Right, all of you lot who are making comments, get your bloody live streams on and give it a go then. Right, change the title of the stream. And then I need to change the aircraft now, don't I? So I'm just hiding my screen because it looks really weird otherwise. When I'm just slewing around. Because I'm switching aircraft live. This is an absolute monster of a song. Yeah, I'd much rather a solid landing rate than a going off the end of the runway or into the hill. I didn't even think it was that bad, you know. Right. Okay, I'm just loading in with the 125, and then we'll switch ourselves over to the heli apron as well. Yes, I think there's a cat. Cool. Right, for some reason it spawns with the engine on. So let me just go and turn everything off. Right, okay, so I'm just going to slew myself over to the other apron and then we'll be good to go. do. Right. Are you ready for the third and final flight of the evening, folks? Who's ready for some helicopter flying? You folks thought the second landing was bad. You wait until you see me try and land a heli. Cool. Right. Let's go to that. There we go. Cool. Alpaca, hello, mate. Good to see you. How you doing? And Spearfishy, thanks for the follow. Right, we will turn Whitney Houston down. There we go. Sorry, Whitney. See you later, mate. Right, good. So, back in the sim. So, I've actually only featured this aircraft once before on stream, but it's good fun. This is the Cowan Sim H125 helicopter. Really, 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 really good fun to fly. And we're literally just going to fly this thing VFR. We'll go and get it started up. It'll take us about a minute to get started. And we're going to fly out of this airport, and then we're going to fly up this valley, and we're heading towards base camp now. So this is the third and final section of our trip today. So what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to go and get the battery turned on, and then get the fuel pump turned on as well. And we'll just give that a second. How you doing, Spearfishy? Thanks so much for the follow, mate. Did you hear about the heli mid-air collision in Malaysia? Oh, I didn't know. And then to get the thing started, all we need to do is turn the engine start switch on. There's that little gator back again. This scenery is so cool. Oh yes, the sounds. Right, I don't know what FS realistic profile I've got in. Don't tell me we've scored another one. 5. Oh my god. I'm going to have to watch the whole of this match back on replay after I finish the stream. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my good profile. Let's go with that. Oh no. Are you running SimFX? Yeah, I most certainly am. We'll see. We should see some of the effects later. Right, okay, so let's go and get the generator turned on. Anti-collision. Horn will go on. Avionics will go on. Pitot heat can go on. Fuel pump can go off. And then we'll twist the grip to flight, which will get rid of the horn. We will get a limit warning, but that's fine. And we'll go and make sure that we're good to go with this. Right, we are ready to fly. Are we good to go? Let's see how we do with some helicoptering. Oh, only thing that I've not done is a quick little routing. So the IKO that the person who made the scenery has done is Yeti. So just gives us a little bit of guidance on where we're going. Right, let's do this thing. Third and final flight of the evening. Here we go, folks. Let's get this helicopter out to base camp. Been a very expeditious change for the people who have flown. They've not had to hang around in the departure halls for long, have they? So, very quick visit to Lukla. We'll say bye. Right. Let's lift and go. Sounds in this thing are amazing. Beautiful stuff. There we go. Why does it have a rear view mirror? Yeah, it's not the best rear view mirror, but it does have one. There we go. There's the airport. See you later. And we're going to follow this valley now. I've actually practiced this. Yeah, the the other day when I installed the scenery that we're flying to. The Yeti scenery, or the Mount Everest Base Camp scenery, so I know where I'm going, he says. It's a really good helicopter, this. I do enjoy this Cowan Sim H125. So the elevation at Lukla is like 9,200 at the bottom of the runway. Everest Base Camp is about 17,000. So you can see that I'm using quite a lot of collective here. We're going at about 100 knots indicated airspeed, but we're still climbing. And we just want to follow this valley up, really. As long as we stay above the terrain through this valley as we go, we'll be fine. How long is the flight to base camp? Oh, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or so. It's not long at all. It won't take us long to get there. Joe, good evening. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks all so much for tuning in today, folks. Honestly, I cannot thank you all enough. The fact that you folks just support my channel no matter what I'm streaming means the world, but when we're doing something, you know, completely different to the norm, flying 3 flights in 3 different aircrafts, trying to please everybody, airliners, GA, and helicopters all in one stream. It's been quite fun, actually, like kind of setting up a bit of a fictitious scenario. It's definitely not the everyday kind of thing. Demolished Chelsea. I know, I'm literally going to finish the stream and watch the whole replay back. I don't even care what time I sleep tonight. Yeah, I think it's about a 15-minute flight or so. Oh, thanks, More Dweller. As I say, I'm not going to say that we're going to do like this kind of thing every single week on stream, but if you folks enjoy this kind of content where we change it up mid-stream, I'll certainly be tempted to do some more things like this in the future. I think having kind of like a... I think for me to be motivated to do GA flying every now and again and these kind of things, you know, we have to do it with this kind of a scenario. So the scenario of us, you know, transporting people to base camp. I think that's the kind of thing that gets me in the mood to do it. Thank you, Cold Song. I think that is for the follow. Thank you. Every 2 weeks. I don't want to set like a firm date on it. I'd rather not. I used to do that with other things, and it just didn't work out well. But, you know, I will certainly keep it in mind to do. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong, I still love doing my airliner stuff, and I do love doing rotations and all sorts of flights to all sorts of destinations, as we always do, but doing this every now and again, just to kind of, well, you know, change the scenery, literally. We can literally use that quote figuratively and literally. Right, so what we're going to do is we're not going to follow the valley to the left here. What we want to do is we want to follow it to the right. And essentially, when we kind of get to this little valley area here where you see this almost V shape, we'll swing a left-hand turn, and then the other side of this mountain, base camp's going to be up ahead. So we're probably about halfway there. Sam Ops from the White House. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Are there any oil rig sceneries? Honestly, so a couple of years ago, me and Benny from Simfest, when I was flying the FlyJ Sim 727 regularly in X-Plane, I spent 4.5 hours planning a live stream where I did some oil tank response flying. So I got loads of scenery installed for oil rigs in northern, like out off the coast of northern Scotland. We did a correct flight plan out of Doncaster, Sheffield to Aberdeen, and then out over the coast. Like, me and him spent so long planning it. To this day, it's my worst ever live stream in terms of viewer numbers, revenue, everything. I was so sad. I know I can't base everything off of just metrics, but at that time, streaming was my full-time job. And it was, yeah, it was crazy. It was the worst ever stream that I'd done in terms of metrics. But hey. Johan's here on YouTube. Excellent idea. I like it. Yeah. You know, maybe we can do, you know, as you guys say, some more things, you know, like maybe we'll do like a, you know, a flight into Nice and then take a helicopter to Monaco. Maybe we can do that around when the Monaco Grand Prix is, or, you know, those kind of things. Maybe if there's like a special event going on, Silverstone Grand Prix, you know, there's a really specific helicopter procedure to go into the Silverstone Grand Prix track and everything. You know, we could definitely do those kind of things. I think theming them is the way to do it. I love helicopters and I love airliners, but to get me really to do GA, I think I have to have some sort of a theme to get me in the mood for it. So yeah. The base, is base sim, no, so the scenery that we're about to fly into, the base camp for Lukla, the base camp for Everest is freeware scenery. It's available on flightsim.to. So in terms of the sceneries that we've seen today, we saw the final approach design payware scenery for Dhaka. Honestly, one of the best sceneries in the sim. As I said, that's payware. Then we saw the freeware Kathmandu, which is available on flightsim.to. Third scenery, that Lukla scenery that we just departed from, that's payware from Aerosoft by Lime Sim. And then finally, this base camp scenery for Mount Everest is also freeware from flightsim.to. There's also a ridiculous amount of other amazing freeware sceneries in Nepal. So if you folks want to go and have a look and do some flying around this region and go and change up where you fly, go and have a look on flightsim.to. Go and have a look at Nepal and see what sceneries they've got, because there's some really great stuff. Yeah, there is a default Lukla, yeah. Hey, 004 Aviation, how you doing? School's been tiring you out. Ooh. Well, we are not far away from getting towards base camp now, folks. So we're making that left-hand turn. Let's go and have another look outside, shall we? This thing is so much fun to fly. And this is a correct registration as well, 9N. Simric Air. I'm pretty sure they do operate this flight. Right, now, we're going to need to swing a right-hand turn, and this is when the elevation changes. So if you have a look, we've just casually been flying. We're at 15,500 feet. This aircraft is ridiculous. I actually tested this the other day. I tried to get to the top of Everest. When you get to 22,000 feet, the H125 just hates life. It just can't do anything. So let's give it a little bit more collective, just to help us out here as we cross this crest. Yeah, so the ceiling is 22,000, but base camp is at about 17. But what's really cool about this route from Lukla is you just follow the terrain. Is there any info you can share about MSFS 2024? No, mate, I'd lose my job. So there's 16,000 feet. H125 has made it. Wow. How the hell did they do that? Oh, Oshkosh. Oh, yeah, I did an Oshkosh stream last year. We got some scenery for it, and we flew the Comanche 250 into Oshkosh. We did the full procedure and everything. There's a scenery in MSFS where you can get, like, the landing dots on the runway and everything. Look at this over the terrain. I don't think you can pressurize an H125, to be honest. I don't know whether they'd need oxygen. I don't think it would be pressurized. I think there might be a chance more so of them needing to use oxygen, though. Why is there a mirror on the aircraft? I think it's all to do with landing capabilities. I don't know, I'll be honest. So we are almost there. I don't know if you can see it, but just off the nose of the aircraft... Can you see those huts there? You might be able to see some buildings just on that ridge line. So that is, I don't know the specific name for it, but there's some buildings there, and there's actually a helipad. Oh, the mirrors for the sling load. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Can you fly helis with the TCA Airbus? I'm flying it with the TCA joystick right now, not with the throttle quadrant. But yes, you can. You just remove the detents. So this is base camp area here. Base camp, we're going to fly to it in a moment, but base camp is just there. Let's start to slow ourselves down a bit. Bleed off some of that airspeed. We won't land on this helipad. I'll just show it to you for the moment. We can always come back here and finish out. But here's part of this scenery. HWM, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Just keeping an eye on my descent. So there you go. So that's part of the scenery package. This is freeware scenery, as I say, on flightsim.to. And there's the helipad. I told you it wasn't a very long flight. However, if we go a little bit further up, I'll show you where Everest is as well. You won't see it yet because the models take a little, like the LOD, it takes a little bit to load in, but you'll see them load in a moment. Hiking to the top. Yeah, that's the next stage of the stream. Can you see this little strip here? Good evening, Duster. Hello, how you doing? So yeah, there is like a thing with object LODs not loading in, but there you go. There is base camp. This is the location of Mount Everest Base Camp. So what we'll do is we've got this kind of gravel strip down here. We'll see if we can place ourselves down here. And Everest is just up there, further to our right. Can you see? Actually, wait. We're going to have a look. Let's go and have a look. Can you see that crest just up there? Just up to the right. That's Everest. So, like, if you think, you know, we're high on altitude now, you know, we are at 17,500 feet. You know, Everest is there, 29,000 feet, isn't it, the peak? That's still another 12,000 feet. But I'm struggling to turn. This thing's struggling at this altitude. There you go. So there's Everest, just off the nose now, right at the top there. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? This is what flight sim should be all about, this kind of stuff. I'm never going to be able to visit Everest in the real world, but doing things like this, you know. Right, let's see how we do. I'm not very good at landing this aircraft, so please forgive me if this isn't my finest landing. It's by far the most tricky thing. Trying not to grip the cyclic too much. Adding in collective now to arrest the descent rate as our airspeed's dropped. Just going to try and keep it in this region here. Some anti-torquing, bring that nose a little bit straighter, keep the descent rate going nice and gently. And hopefully it'll be a relatively smooth landing, but you never know. See, this is when it gets tricky because the aircraft will rise again. Oh, there we are. I think we'll take that. Just at the end, we caught it a little bit. And look, have you guys noticed? We got the rotor wash. A little bit of rotor wash effects from SimFX. Just a bit. Just a little bit. And it's more evident if I increase the collective. There you go. So that's SimFX doing the propeller wash effects there. Right. Okay, so collectives all the way back now. We'll go and twist the grip to idle. And then we'll go and shut her off. Pitos can go off, avionics can go, horn can go, anti-collision can go, generator can go as well. I'll leave the battery on just as we monitor the temps. Yeah, this thing is so much fun. This is the Cowan Sim H125 helicopter. Very, very good fun. No, actually, Alpaca, never tried an auto rotation, to be honest, never. Right, I don't actually know when specifically we can, when's the right, like, NR to do the prop brake. We'll just give it a moment. I wonder if it's when that... Yeah, this livery... There's so many included liveries with this heli. This one is included. Right, I'm going to go for it now. Sounds cut out a little bit early there for my liking. I'd love to hear more of a... You know, because you can hear it internally. You can hear more of a whirring. There we go. Right, props have stopped. Battery switch off. There we have it, everybody. We've made it successfully to Mount Everest Base Camp. So, yeah, this is some freeware scenery, as I say. Pretty cool, right? Hey, Guyfly, 53 months. Thank you, mate. So close to being 6 now, really. Thanks, Duffer. Thank you, mate. Yeah, there are some people here. They want to go back to Dakar. Let's go. Hello, Guyfly, 53 months. Goodness gracious me. Thank you, mate. Look at this. It's so cool, right? Isn't it? Little scenery. They've even got like a little camping stove thing. Or some sort of propane tank or something. And then you've got this little landing strip. It's even got some lights that they've put in the scenery. Got some flags here. The base camp. And yeah, there we have it. There we have it. What's our elevation? Yeah, 17,200 feet. 17,200 feet. And then, as I say, Everest is up round the corner there. You can't even see it at the moment. There it is. There's Everest. There it is. So you've still got another like 12,000 feet to go after you get here. Which is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, let's go and have a look at Volanta quickly, shall we? I don't know if it will pick up this one. Because I didn't really record it as a flight. It might have something. Oh, there we go. It has got it. Nice. There we are. So there's our third flight. So, yeah, if you missed it earlier on, what we've done today, we started all the way down here in Dhaka in Bangladesh. We flew the 737 into Kathmandu with a ridiculous circling RNP approach with, well, almost minima. Then we flew the Cessna 208 Caravan and did the valley visual approach into Lukla with what people would only describe as a questionable landing rate. And then we flew the heli out of Lukla all the way through the valley and round. And now here we find ourselves at the base camp for, there is Yeti, the base camp for Mount Everest. Brilliant. Well, that was thoroughly enjoyable. All I can hope for now, the last thing I can hope for is that you folks had just as much fun with those flights as I did. Thank you all so much. Whether you've been here for 5 minutes, whether you've been here for the whole 3.5 hours of the stream, whether you've been able to sub today or sent a cheer in or just sent a message in and said hello, or whether you've been lurking in the background, I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a good fun indeed. Good fun indeed. So, I will be back on Thursday. We're going to be trucking on Thursday. I'm in the mood for a bit of truck sim. Why not? So we're going to have Trucking Thursday this week. We'll do some Euro Truck Simulator 2, I think, on Thursday. So a bit of trucking for a change then. And then we'll be back flight simming again on Friday. I've got no idea what we're doing on Friday's stream, but we'll be flying something on Friday. All right, so yeah, no stream tomorrow because as normal it's badminton training for me on a Wednesday. Trucking on Thursday evening, back to flying something airlinery probably on Friday. All right, folks, so I will see you all then. Whatever you get up to for the rest of your Tuesday and your Wednesday, I hope you have a lovely time. Appreciate you all very much indeed. And we'll see you on Thursday. Good night all. Happy landing.